Hello, everybody, and we are apparently live.
Apparently,
we are indeed live. A little early. Hope everybody's okay with that.
no one ever cries about someone being early.
How can you hate when people are early about something? You know. I got.
Don't mind me shuffling through my art supplies. Hadn't really organized them since I moved.
As you can see, guys, we're still getting everything set up. We haven't really quite started yet. We are working on some stuff, but don't worry. We will be going soon. In the meantime, we're going to go ahead and prep up some images and music for you guys to enjoy while we get everything going. So please enjoy some of our stuff. So there's that. And yeah.
Where? I'm not seeing it on Facebook yet. I have to go. I just have to go to the.
It's on Facebook.
There we go. No audio though for me because I'll only cause it to feedback. I don't see me up there though. Am I still waiting in the?
No, we're live. You're just covered by an image.
Oh, I see. Well, good.
I'm trying to get something up there so that we're not in everybody's face right now.
Gotcha.
Give me a second.
Hi, everybody. Man, it is always trash day here. Okay, well, I can see my space now. There's a lag on me.
There's a lag on all of us.
Starting to figure it out.
Where am I going? Where am I going? What am I doing?
Well, I'll have to do.
Oh, we're going to YouTube.
Head check. That's all right. Cool. That's not the worst. I reset up my camera arm system when I moved in. Now I've got it much sweeter. Like when it's for recording artwork, drawing.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks a lot better.
And now I gotta go to, what's that? LiveStream? Okay, why can't I see it? Here. So far. So what did you do last night, Joey?
Actually, I went and saw a really rad anime film. There's an anime film festival in town in Hollywood. I went and saw a film called Redline. Either of you guys seen this?
No.
It's rad. It's like a racing movie set in a future where they use like atomic engines. So there's multiple. It was so up my alley with what I'm been working on with Kraken 2. It was hurtful. All these different cool vehicles, all the different cool drivers. But to go back to the film itself, it was made about 15 years ago. This is the anniversary of it, and it was drawn on the ones. So in animation, usually we skip, or we don't do all 24 frames. There's usually only 12 frames worked on. This was all they did. Every single frame was hand done. It's beautiful to watch. It's an amazing film.
I've never even heard of that. It sounds awesome.
It's killer. Check it out, Redline. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I went to Hollywood and saw that last night.
That sounds rad.
Yeah, kind of like a death race.
Right.
Future with crazy vehicles. It's sweet. But the artwork is amazing. It does a lot of stuff with speed.
Yeah.
And, speed lines, but not just that speed, but also distortion of the characters is so awesome from an artistic standpoint. Like just illustratively,
Wow.
It was rad to behold.
Wow. Dang.
I'd never heard of this thing. One of my coworkers, he knows a lot. He's a huge film dude, and he was like, "We gotta go see this thing." And I was like, "Okay." And because we talk a lot about Mad Max.
Yeah.
We're both huge fans of Fury Road and Furiosa, and so he was like, "Dude, you got to see this thing," and he was not wrong.
Nice.
That sounds really cool, dude.
Yeah. So that's what I did.
That sounds rad.
And you didn't invite any of us? Messed up.
No, I did not. I mean, this was kind of a very last minute thing, but next time I'll think of you. It's a long drive to get into Hollywood.
I'm sorry. I forgot I have so much to do.
I guess. Am I stupid? I need to get a new light tab. Thing's been so bad lately. The little like jack on the top, it just won't stay in. I think it's just gotten so loose.
You remember when there was a time it was hard to find light boxes?
I absolutely do.
That is not a thing anymore.
Exactly. They are super easy to get hold of. I'm lazy.
I've
thought
got
this
like
one a while.
I got like 2 different sizes, and
Hold on, we're gonna.
they're so cheap now. It's crazy.
Yeah, even this one was super cheap, and I got what I paid for. Clearly.
Well, and they're so thin.
Yeah. Remember that big old box I had with the fluorescent tubes in it?
I
You
totally
remember the
remember
big
that.
depth size one we had?
that giant table. Yeah,
Like 300-pound one?
yeah. It's so funny. Now this one's like, it's like the thickness of a
Thing's
clipboard.
out. This thing's on its last leg. It's really killing me.
Oh, that sucks, dude.
Yeah, it's fine. So, what did you guys do last night?
We got caught up on Agatha.
Oh yeah.
As in them, not me.
No, yeah, me and Kenya. Sorry, yeah.
I prepped the office and watched 2 episodes of Silo.
I've heard of that. It's an Apple show.
Yeah, I'm on the last episode. Hey, Eric is here.
Oh, Eric.
Yeah. Hi, Eric. How are you?
What's up, Eric?
I only have 1 episode left of the first season, and I'm excited for the second season.
All right.
But hey, anything with Rebecca Ferguson. So yeah. But it's like I was telling Justin earlier. It's like kind of it's like Fallout, but where Fallout focuses on what happens when she leaves the shelter. The first season of Silo is what happens inside the silo.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So it's kind of weird with the technology and everything, seeing how they adapt and all that stuff. So it's pretty cool. But I would recommend it.
It seemed I haven't seen it. He was just talking about it, but it sounds like it's. Oh, that must be Joel.
Yeah. You were saying, Justin?
Oh, it sounds like a Fallout, but like serious. Like this is how it really happened. If this is what happened in the world.
Yeah.
What?
It's very dramatic and very like, almost like a horror thriller type viewpoint, more than an action bloody gory thing, And I'm enjoying a lot of it.
What's their reason for the end of the world? Is it a spoiler?
No, it's some sort of virus or plague or something happened, and it killed everything.
Good to see you.
So yeah, everybody tuning in. Eric, we are seeing your questions. We are hanging out and talking right now. We are just now joined by Fictional Studios, Mr. What was your name again?
Joel Katz.
Joel Katz, you're not even on camera, dude.
Oh, okay. So I'm moving around and I'm not.
Yeah,
Okay.
You need to have a seat.
All right. I'm gonna swoop over.
And first you got to take your damn shoes off in my house.
Through the
You
side.
walk in my house
Oh my
with
god.
shoes on, and things like that. And oh my goodness, the camera is frozen. And there's Jimmy.
Oh, right on.
Jimmy's here. Hey, Jimmy, what's up?
Hello.
Hey, how come all the artists start with J?
I know.
He's collecting this, bro.
I
It's
know.
some sort of weird sick collection. Yeah.
I'm so collecting J's.
Yeah. I just Does it end with like some kind of really cool? Do we get powers or something, or we just get sacrificed?
Well, you're already sacrificed.
So this
You don't know that yet. Well, that'd be your bad, not mine.
So this thing moves up,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Okay.
Up and forth.
Oh.
it's cool. Huh?
Oh man, that's.
Nice day.
Yeah, my father.
I feel like the wheel, and then there was this.
Yeah, if you need to pull it closer, you can. If you need to push it up, you can. Jimmy, can you hear us?
I can. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you can't see us because my camera thing's up. Give me a second, and we will get right.
Before I start sketching, I'm gonna have breakfast. I'm gonna go on mute while I'm munching.
Go ahead. Knock yourself out.
All right, we can see you.
There you go. So, yeah, do what you got to do. We're already going. We're joined by Eric Rivera online so far. He's only saying hi.
Look, Eric.
So, bro, looking over the way. I'm not even looking at the camera, right?
Right. Camera is that device?
Yes. I've been waving at the floor, an open door.
It's the thing that I am not in.
Right.
So, strategically placed. I am moderating today.
Okay.
And let's see.
Hey, while we're doing this, I don't even care what it is, but can we have a little background, some background jams, or put on? Okay.
Yeah,
All right. Cool.
We had some going.
We have
Thank
music
you.
going, sir.
Thank you. You read my mind.
It's been going. Jimmy, give me a thumbs up if you can hear the music.
I can't hear the music. I was just wondering if stream. I don't know if this website's cool about having background music copywritten and whatnot, or copyrighted. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
That is true.
That is true.
That is, I don't know what you're talking about. I am streaming live off of Spotify. I'm very serious. I'm streaming live off of Spotify. I will show you and prove you to you if need be. We are currently listening to somebody that wanted to hear Morrissey.
That would be me. Love the
And
song.
that in itself is a nightmare. Since November spawned a monster in the shape of this child. Anyway.
Can't hate on Morrissey, man. You can hate on Morrissey, but you can't hate on Morrissey's music.
The most
Yeah.
awkward part about streaming on
What are you saying, Jimmy?
I was saying that streaming, when you're streaming on Instagram will stop you if you're having music playing. So I'm always like, I hate streaming because I can't listen to music.
Well, we'll keep it to a minimum. How's that?
What about putting on a movie?
Because the movie is not copyright?
No, it's free for everyone. It's bro.
Well, what movie? The one of us?
Dude,
or the
movie
one of
studios have been doing this
The
for
one
years
of you and
just for the love.
Justin?
Huh?
The one of you and Justin? Because that's an awkward one.
that's
It is
not
like
copy-
might be watching.
It's not copywritten though,
And it's kind of weird.
unless of course people do want to pay. And then
It's
that
kind of
case,
weird. It's just awkward,
Right.
man. It's just awkward. Eric, if you want to join in the live stream, just say so and I'll send you the link. And you can join in the live stream. Doesn't mean everybody has to be quiet because I'm typing.
Better get quiet.
What are we all working on?
I'm gonna get there in a second.
Okay.
Sorry, I was responding to somebody on the chat community. Today we are working on what gave you your what was your biggest nightmare as a child? What was your biggest what scared you the most growing up? Like, for example, Joey's drawing a xenomorph.
That's true.
Alien that scared him. My wife would draw a bottle of bleach because she hated cleaning her house, you know. So, so something of that nature, you know. So, Genevieve, you want to draw yourself a Santa clown? Or something along those lines. You know, Joel would draw himself sober.
Even as a child, that was my first fear.
Even as a child, he was, you know.
Well, what's yours, dude?
What was my childhood nightmare?
Yeah.
It's a story. There's a story. A story behind it. Okay. A camera, but you're not going to see me. So my when I was a very, very young kid, I was living in Azusa. And one night, while I was sleeping, it was very windy. And I heard this loud scratching on my window. And in our apartments, the way they were set up, my window was the size of like the bathroom windows. You know, they're like little rectangular windows and
Almost
stuff.
like basement windows.
Yeah, kind of like that.
Yeah.
So one night I hear a scratching at the window. And I'm like, what the hell's that? So I look up and I see the light shining through the window onto the wall. And on it, I see a hand picking at the screen, trying to open it through the screen to come in. And of course, scared the crap out of me at the time. I'm like 8, you know. So I ran out and I woke up my parents and I tried to do what I could to get them over there. And my dad went outside and checked it out. He came back in. He was like, "It's nothing. There's nothing there. There's nobody there. Nothing." And I was like, "Is there footprints outside? Something?" And somebody was trying to get at me, Daddy. My dad, being 6'2", 250-pound buff black man,
Not really scared about it.
about anything. There's more to fear from him than anybody out there. But I'm like, he's like, "No, there's nobody out there." So I lay back down, but all I can see is that hand picking at the fence.
Oh God!
All at the screen all night. And then he wouldn't let me sleep with the light on. And so eventually in the morning, I figure out it was a tree.
It's always a tree. It's always a tree.
Always.
Screen picking at it, and then which was a scene from Poltergeist.
Exactly. Yeah.
So when I saw Poltergeist and I saw that, I was like, oh, like it reminded me. So from then on, creepy manzanita trees and stuff like that. It wouldn't like freak me out, but it would flashback me really hard to that night, and I would be freaked out at that night from remembering it. So there you go. That's my fear. I would be drawing a. Hey, Eric wants to join us, so we're gonna have him join us.
Cool.
Sorry, I just blasted your email out.
I think that Joshua trees are scarier.
Dude, I grew up in the desert. That's all we had for tree houses, dude. That's all you could do. If you wanted a tree house, you had little platforms set up in a Joshua tree.
Have you drawn a Joshua tree?
Any desert kids though can make you a foxhole of any kind because you dug down. You didn't have ups, so you dug down.
We made like pit forts in the fields and stuff because there's just empty fields everywhere.
Yeah. Put stuff up on the top of it. Cover it up. You're ready for the apocalypse.
Yeah.
You've got 6 sandwiches and a ton of water. Some Capri Suns, maybe.
Well, plus your backyard was also like an acre big. because there's no houses near you.
Yeah.
You had so much space.
Dude, like, I'm gonna just sound like Mr. Old Man ranting, but it's like when I grew up, like Hesperia High School wasn't there. It was just all empty field. We'd go out there and go shooting, and it was like there was just nothing there. It's crazy.
Eric, the email has been sent. Please check your Gmail, and please feel free to join us. Yeah, I grew up in Victorville too.
Right, that's right. I forgot.
Yeah, and I grew up above. What is the name of it? 7th Street. I grew up above 7th Street.
Right, yeah.
On the other side of the freeway, and yeah, it was the same way. When I moved out there, it was just our house, and across the street was dirt,
Yeah,
all the way to the Air Force Base.
yeah. My first house up here was on 6th Street. I was right a block over.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
we're like, damn it, we're right next to each other.
That's kind of weird. Yeah, we might have. Because like you know that Line Breakers place?
Yeah.
Like when you walk out of there, you can see my old house. Like that's a lot there.
Oh no, mine was way. Yeah. Hey, and we have a new visitor. Eric, how you doing, sir?
Pretty good.
Hey man, good to see you. How you doing?
How do you flip the camera? I don't got the freaking app.
I don't know. Don't you have a camera flippery thing?
I guess I'll just do this then.
There you go.
Let's see. Alrighty.
Awesome. What are you working on?
Concept art
like this.
for my character. And then I'll be doing this one too. This one you'll like. I don't know if you can see it. It's Gremlins.
That's
Oh,
awesome.
cool.
I don't know if you can see it. It's right there. It's a scene with was that character Grandpa Frank in the movie?
Okay.
Like the Grandpa Munster. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
It's like a TV host type Dracula.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, they got rid of a couple of scenes with him, which were really funny. And decided I'm doing the deleted scene.
Oh,
And this will
right
be-
on.
and this will wrap up my whole extravaganza with this franchise. That's it. Yeah. So I'll just be inking this. I'll just black in.
I'm putting
What
this
about you
up
guys?
for everybody to see. So if anybody wants to join the webcam, we have 6 spaces left available. So if you want to join the stream and stuff, let us know, and we will kindly invite you.
If anyone has not seen Gremlins 2, you should totally watch Gremlins 2.
Absolutely.
Amen.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Amen.
So you would have. Who do you imagine would not have seen Gremlins 2 by now? Do you think that's more of a younger crowd or people our age?
I would imagine younger. I mean, I saw it in the theater. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
So yeah, it's.
But
But I just remember it's like the first time I was in a theater and I heard Slayer in a movie. And I was just like, oh my God, this movie rules.
Those movies were kind of a big,
Yeah.
I honestly don't know because
kind
I'm
of a big
surrounded by
move. They were
nerds.
horror, but different, but they were fun.
Yeah.
But
Sorry,
they were,
What was that, Jimmy?
I don't know,
I was just saying-
and I can't remember the guy that feel bad, dude. The guy that was mostly responsible for all the art direction and everything on it, but they definitely did their own thing.
Yeah. Bray Ryson did a lot of work, and
And because of that, a lot of other projects happened
Yeah.
later, you know.
Yeah.
And man, I'm somewhere. I like to believe there's a warehouse of all of the. I mean, just sitting there,
yeah.
all of it. You know, probably
Well,
not though.
I listened to a pretty cool podcast about like these 2 guys that do high end prop collecting,
Mhm.
and they find all that stuff. They'd be at auctions and they'll find the original puppet for Gremlins, and the one guy has the original sculpted head for American Werewolf in London, and he had to have it. had to find a place to repair it because the foam was rotting. The kind of foam they used wasn't meant for long term.
Yeah.
To stay around forever,
Yeah.
But yeah, that all like totally like redone.
Cool.
Special effects guy.
I know they, when they were first trying to figure out foams in general, I'm sure they had no idea how they would survive.
Right. Yeah.
They were just trying to get them through filming.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
And
They're not
have you,
made to survive.
have you seen some of the old
Yeah,
ET? They found some of the old original ET puppets, and the way that rubber had. It's probably grosser than anything I saw on any Faces of Death film. It was terrible. You want to talk about fear, adult fears. If that thing was in my house and it was moving around and it took all 10 rounds and didn't stop, I don't know, man. I can't have that happen.
That's awesome.
That's scary in Texas.
Jimmy, you were saying?
Oh, I was saying that it's weird because I'm surrounded by a bunch of nerds, and so a lot of my friends and folks in here are included. We all watch a bunch of movies, and whenever I'm around non-nerds, I find out that a lot of people don't watch as many movies as I thought they did.
Yeah, you know what's weird is going to, because I have a daughter, going to birthday parties with her school friends and having to be around people that aren't my crowd and like don't watch movies and don't watch cartoons, and it's like all they do is like talk about sports. It's like kids' parties are so awkward. It's so weird because
everything you're gonna say,
yeah,
you
they just have no idea.
You
what
just
I'm
don't
talking
say
about.
anything.
Yeah.
But anytime you're gonna try to be clever, maybe, and try to break the ice, and you're
Yeah.
just like,
She does have a couple of friends with like super cool parents.
did you just talk shit about me? I'm like, no, bro. I literally made a movie reference. That's all that we got going on here.
Did you direct air toward me?
Yeah, And,
Yeah, she's got a couple of parents who are cool, and so we are always encouraging her to hang out with those kids. But yeah, it's crazy how like we really speak a whole different language than like normal grown-ups. Yeah.
That's why I take Alicia everywhere I go, because she speaks Normie,
Yeah.
and I can't. I used to be able to speak Normie and blend in with the normies, but not anymore. Ever since I blame you guys. Once I found a community of people that I actually can talk to without wearing my mask.
Yeah.
there's no more need to go out.
Right.
All I need here, turn on your computer.
I will stream my feelings. Why? All right, Jimmy, you're up.
What was that?
You're up. Tell us about your nightmare.
Oh, most of my childhood's repressed, so I don't really know what. I don't remember nightmares from when I was a kid.
No cop outs. Try again.
I knew it. I knew we were gonna have to hypnotize somebody today. All right, lay back. Put the pencil down though, because I don't want you to hurt yourself. So
Try again.
yeah, somebody get the gold watch on the chain. We gotta get this done. We don't have a lot of time.
Now you know what? I don't remember a lot of my nightmares when I was a kid, but I do remember that throughout my life, one nightmare that has been persistent is I see a lot of giant monsters, but I don't get to see every detail, and it really pisses me off. And I think there's a fear of it. There's a fear of there's a name for it, being afraid of something giant.
Yeah, I'm sure there is.
But I'll get like an alien invasion or a kaiju attack, and I don't get to see the full monster. And when I wake up, I get pissed off because I don't get to see the whole thing.
It's called budget.
Like, no, you can't see
You
the
didn't get to see the full monster because of budget.
That pisses me off more. My brain has a budget.
Yeah.
But you're out of money.
Yep.
That's how artists manifest their anxiety.
Yeah.
Like, limit their own budgets.
When you're a kid, you don't really know what that is. You have no concept. But once you realize now, time, money, yes, there's a budget.
Your brain
You draw
has
a
a
picture, it
budget.
turns out sucky. You just burned 2 hours. You're like, oh my god, we can't afford this.
Yeah.
That pisses me off way. That pisses me off way more than having a nightmare. The fact that I can't afford a good design.
Yeah.
You're sitting there in black and white. You're like, what the fuck? Why isn't it 4K?
Wake up and say, what? You know.
You're like, why do I need glasses in my dream? Why can't I have 20/20 vision?
Basically, the artist nightmare is a bad director getting hold of their stuff.
And you don't get a penny. Not even for the shitty version.
Who called cut?
Yeah.
Especially when you're about like something cool about that.
All right, I need some water.
I'm kind of annoyed now because I'm thinking of all the dreams that I could have had a better version of it.
No, you don't have to. It's actually not for drinking. Actually, I should drink some water, but gosh, that was on camera.
Yeah. Yep.
That was my ankle. Just in case you want to know.
See, we do our own stunts too.
Yeah.
But big budget. Not afford stunt people.
I would love a stop motion dream. That would be awesome.
A stunt what?
A stop motion dream? A stop motion.
That would be crazy. That would be so. I want Leica to do my dreams.
I want a stunt bank account. Can we have those?
Dream.
Again, budget.
Oh, that's what the stunt bank account would be for.
Exactly. It all comes down.
It just becomes pictures halfway through your reel.
Okay. All right, Joe, your turn.
What's my fear? Okay, I'll tell you a story about what scared the crap out of me when I was a kid. I also lived in the desert, but it was I lived in Vegas for a while, a little bit in Victorville. And then also I lived in Long Beach a lot. And so my family crossed the desert because we were traveling. We moved a lot.
Were you on a horse with no name?
Yeah, we had a horse with no name. And we would cross the desert quite a lot. And there was this movie called Gargoyles. Has anyone seen this?
Yeah.
It's a TV with Bernie Casey.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I saw this thing when I was probably, 5, 6. And somehow I learned, I think my stepdad told me that they filmed it in the desert out in Baker. And this is a true factoid. And I somehow thought that they were real after that. And every time we would cross through Baker, I would just shit my pants, basically, looking out the window. Like, I was sure they were out there. And even to this day, like when you're in the deep, deep desert, I get like super kind of anxious about the gargoyles out there.
I missed most of what you said, but when I walked in, you said Baker, and that was enough of a nightmare for me alone. I didn't even need just being stuck in Baker or Needles. I've been stuck in Needles.
Oh.
Yeah, we were stuck. Like, this is when there's no digital money. It's like cash.
Yeah.
And we didn't have much, and the car was done, head gasket done, and we were in Needles. And when the sun goes down, like, it's a vampire movie, dude. There's
It really is. I spent a lot of time out there too.
Yes. I mean, basically zombies is just another way to demonstrate if we were being attacked by thousands of tweakers.
Well,
Right.
and you think about this was like probably around 1980, I would imagine. There was, like you guys said, there was nothing out there then. It was just that stupid thermometer and the bun boy and the gargoyles.
Not much more. Yeah. Yeah, basically like kind of aloneness, and there's nobody coming.
There's nobody coming, and the people who are living out there, they are living out there for a reason.
There's always
They already know the secrets. Right?
No, it's totally like that Pumpkinhead town.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, I just watched that one too.
If you find people in the middle of nowhere, they are not intending for you to be there. That's
Right.
why they are
That
there.
is exactly what I'm saying. Yeah.
You're around too long, you won't be around too long.
Yeah. Nobody will miss you.
Never seen those sequels.
What you got? AJ,
Sir,
I'm a terribly messy artist. Do you have a napkin?
do you see a napkin?
I just got this pillow.
AJ's house is an anti-napkin house.
It's just water. It's just water, bro. I dumped the my.
This is as close as I got right now.
That's cool. I dumped my Kool-Aid combo on the floor already. That's already done. Don't worry about that.
On the floor.
I'm kidding, really. Yeah, it's a combination of Kool-Aid and root beer. It could be like the double most worst thing. You know.
Eric, how you been?
Pretty good.
All right,
Out of
well,
work for a little bit, so I'm just kind of doing this.
it's your turn to tell us about what gave you nightmares as a child.
Oh, well, I have a lot, but there's one in particular that always sticks out. I don't think I've ever seen that movie, Bruce Almighty, with like Jim Carrey in it.
Oh,
But there's like a scene in that movie which I have like experienced in real life. I don't know if it was like I was like hallucinating something or not, but like once we were like my mom was just like strolling like me and my baby brother like in a park or something like or like at nighttime and stuff, and for whatever reason I decided to like gaze up to the stars and like there's a full moon out, and then I start seeing something inside the moon. I start to see that Rorschach like pattern on the moon start turning into a person and like walking across like the moon. Looks like some kind of like yeah, I'm starting to see like silhouettes move in the moon. I was like, what the heck? Mom, what the heck's going on? Why is the moon? Why are there people in the moon?
yeah.
Yeah, that always stuck out to me. But you know, that's as creepy as it'll get, because not a lot of things scare me too much unless it's like.
I think when we're kids, though, our brains are still so open to the world that we, I think, have the equivalent of being like what an adult would do if they're taking an hallucinogen. We really have belief
Right.
in all of the crazy. And so that's why every day's an adventure if you're that kind of kid, you know. Every time you go out, it's whatever ridiculousness, in your head.
It's just going on.
Yeah, and that's a good time, especially if you've got other idiots to do it with.
Yeah.
And hopefully the explosions aren't too big.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta like that dream where you're just free falling and you can't stop. Does everybody had that, right?
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Falling is the worst. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's like going so fast, but kind of slow motion at the same time.
Mm. I've never been able to fly. I've only been able to jump real far, like Incredible Hulk movie far, but not fly. Kind of the same, and it's kind of jacked up. Also, like getting jacked in your own, dream because the budget. Like, why could I not fly? Come on, why only jumping? What department decided that?
See, I got to fly in my dreams, but it was. Have you watched?
That's cool.
Have you watched What We Do in the Shadows?
Yes,
Yeah.
of course, yeah.
Do you know the part where Colin is swimming flying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whenever I fly, it's more like swimming. It's going through the air.
That sounds really peaceful. That sounds really
Yeah.
really peaceful.
That doesn't sound bad at all.
I had no idea where you're gonna go when you said Bruce Almighty.
I was like,
There's a scene where he pulls in the moon, or there's somebody in the moon in the movie. I'm not sure what scene that is, but I do remember it had the moon in it at some point.
Yeah. No, he like
Yeah.
potentially like lassos the moon.
he lassos the moon. He pulls it in
closer.
Yeah.
for effect.
Okay. I think I might have seen that movie, but really early, so I might have just been like,
You just
I don't know,
remember like,
reminiscing that and looking at the moon at the same time. Yeah, I don't know. Brains are weird. A lot of weird mush.
That's why I don't use mine.
That's fortunate.
I prefer to keep my brain as smooth as possible.
Mine doesn't really taste all that well anyway.
It's no nutrients.
I'm gonna be thinking about Bruce Almighty being this classic horror film for a long time.
People are not going to understand when you say, "Hey, I want to watch Bruce Almighty, but I don't feel comfortable. I don't feel comfortable doing it by myself. I need."
Will you hold my almighty
Yeah.
hand?
Yeah, and it becomes a real memory between you two and Jim Carrey.
You just like with that story, you just like recut the trailer to make it look like a horror movie.
Yeah.
Like that recut Mary Poppins trailer that looks like a horror movie. You're like, oh my god. Yeah, you just recut the Bruce Almighty trailer. Now it's a horror movie.
You can do it.
Crap, there is a god, and they gave their power to Jim Carrey? That's fucking terrifying. I'm sorry. Profanity? I don't know about profanity rules on this. It's darn terrifying.
Well, since Morgan Freeman was on Jimmy Kimmel the other day promoting his how much he loves weed, I think it's okay to curse here.
Really?
Talking about God.
Morgan Freeman can say whatever the fuck he wants.
Right?
Yeah.
In that voice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad that Disney fixed gargoyles for me.
If you heard, oh yeah, dude. If you heard James Earl Jones, just put them together. If you have voices of everybody, Lawrence Fishburne, just put a bunch of voices together, and then if they read you just a nursery rhyme, it would change film.
You're like, yeah, get them all together and do audiobooks, It's like,
well, whoever's still left, right?
Right, yeah. That sucked about James Earl Jones.
Yeah. But
Why gotta bring up old shit?
Oh, but he gave up all of his voice for I guess for all posterity forever to Disney. He recorded
to reuse and stuff. That's cool. If that's what he wants. Cool.
Yeah, no. I'd say thank you, bro.
Yeah,
Disney's gonna use the crap out of it.
Yeah, no.
And we got to see him on Big Bang Theory, so
yeah,
that was awesome. Making fun of himself.
Yeah, no, he's super cool.
Plus, we all know his best role was in The Sandlot. I mean, come on.
Oh,
well,
I mean,
it's also would be my pick. But whatever.
Yeah. You know what? We all used to could see that influence in your hair and beard.
Okay. Do I like Conan the Barbarian?
He did have epic hair in that movie.
James Earl Jones.
Yeah.
Yeah. Should have been called Darth Vader and his bitches. Go on in?
Yeah.
Stop. You have beautiful hair, Tashima. I'll have to kill you.
Well, I mean, he had bangs, so.
Yeah, he did have bangs. He looked more like he kind of, if there was a little bit of braid going on, he might have had a Rick James thing going on.
Yeah.
Well, I thought he was like a Neville brother for a minute.
Yeah. Like you have to worry more about now. Yeah, see, we got to be careful. I almost, I know we can drop a few F-bombs, but
okay, so Joel.
Yeah,
your turn.
I don't know. I'm guessing it's maybe kind of like the rest of you. Like I already had like a very early on urge for things that were going to scare me. So, and I'm an 80s kid. I was born in 79. So still younger, even in like, by age 6 in 85, there's a lot of stuff out. And so I knew I wanted to see it. You just had to stay up late enough to see it. Nobody was going to stop you. Do you remember Channel 13?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Channel 13. They would show pretty much just everything.
KCOP, baby.
KCOP. Yeah. And so I just turned the volume way down, be right in front of the TV, scare the living shit out of myself, didn't think I'm going to go to bed, have absolute crazy nightmares. But, I would have to say, and this is just, Jaws and The Thing were two movies that, and Carpenter's The Thing. After that, I didn't, being in a pool scared me to death. This is clear water. This is cement. This is long before Sharknado. No sharks were coming out of anywhere. Sharks will not get in your pool. It's never happened and it never will. But then after
the or yourself, right?
Yeah, it's still, so if you go to your pool and I look like very suspicious, I'll get in, but I just need to check it out, all the drains and everything just to make sure a giant shark can't get through, a 6-inch drain. But after The Thing, which I was a little bit older, but still a kid, I just pictured everything ripping apart and growing legs, all of it. Every single thing. Dogs, I love dogs, but I immediately pictured them just sprouting legs, tearing in half with tentacles. I didn't trust people, you know. It was still one of my favorites, but yeah, that's. Yeah. But today I'm just drawing a kid trying to get out of a pool with Jaws behind him. I mean, I think people of all ages, when they saw Jaws for the first time on a big screen, which later I got to do. I don't care. I don't care how old you are. You know, it jacks you up a little bit.
One of the great things that they've done recently locally is do that flashback movie thing.
Yeah.
Where they're revisiting old movies in the screen now. So
well, a lot of people didn't, like I said, even Jaws. I didn't get to see it when it first came out. And so it wasn't until I was an adult that I got to enjoy it on the big screen.
Oh yeah, the last few years have been really good for. Yeah. I mean, got to see Raiders again, and last year we saw the Transformers movie in the theater again. Awesome.
Yeah, I've seen that, and I love it. I love it so much. It's one of the best things I've ever seen.
Leo,
the Peanut.
Oh, I thought you were talking about. Oh yeah,
I mean, awesome. Like that's enough for me to believe in mankind. You know,
there's a really cool Winnie the Pooh Hellraiser one that someone did.
Yeah.
And like him and Piglet and like a couple of the others are all Cenobites.
Yeah, that's.
This is what I was showing Phil. Want to share with you.
What is your favorite scare from The Thing?
That's a good question.
Yeah, I know what mine is.
Man,
I know what mine is.
I mean, God, they're all bad.
There's so many.
It's all bad. But being strapped to that chair and having, dude.
Yeah, the one that scares me the most is when he discovers that the cells are like mimicking other cells and reproducing. Yes, yeah. That's the scariest scene for me. That's like the realization they've all been fucked.
Out of the dish too, and it just
yeah.
But really, I mean, all of it. I think that was the thing about it is that even like physically it was gross and jacked up, but psychologically, the game is terrible, and. Hey, you know, it plays on everything you got to be scared of.
Yeah.
But it's you know, you know a lot of people that absolutely do not want that feeling. They do not want to be scared. They don't have anything to do with movies or shows like that. And I just feel sad for them.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun.
When I went in the Army and I was in basic, and they were teaching us the basic CPR stuff and what have you, and Richard just said you're still not an adult. They're teaching us the paddles and whatnot, and I would not do the paddles at all. And they're like, "Well, you learn how to do the paddles on the guys." I was like, "Have you seen the thing?"
So that's the part for me.
Oh yeah,
I am not putting paddles on nobody.
When he's doing CPR,
when the chest opens up.
I'm not doing. No, it's not happening.
That part.
I'm afraid of rib cages. Rib cages.
Yeah. I'm like, no.
But
No.
Yeah, it's but there's one part in the movie that even as a kid, I'm not gonna lie, even then I watched and I was like, I love this movie and it scares me to death. But I was like, this part it was bad. There's the part where they're down in the basement laying out the dynamite and the thing kind of rips down. Remember, I mean, up or down through the rafters.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's like some of the worst absolute shit. It looks terrible, right? But we all just don't talk about it. It's just like in some of your favorite movies, there's those scenes you're like, no, that wasn't in there. We all know it was, but we don't talk about it. That 1 second, even as a kid, I was like, that didn't look good. But then it moves immediately back, and you're good, and you forget about it.
Right? Yeah.
You know, the rest of it, I don't know.
Oh, for sure. There's lots of stuff that I gloss over in my mind from movies and stuff. It's like, oh, that was.
I mean, it's fair. You got to give them. You know, I think a lot of maybe our favorite stuff ever made was made on a budget that would be absurd now.
Oh,
like,
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And with not the tech that they have now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no
all those
3D printers.
No.
There's no 3D printers. Now I like we were talking about the shitty latex,
Yeah. For the price of a mediocre wedding now, you could have a movie.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, I'm talking about a backyard wedding. Okay, you know the DJ is your uncle. You know.
Yeah, all those effects were practical. You know, they all had to be built. They all had to be operated. It was a, you know,
and they all had to be invented.
true.
You know,
true.
a lot of stuff they just had to do on the fly because it hadn't been done before.
Yeah, they were like blacksmiths. They're like blacksmiths, essentially. Yeah.
The DNA testing in the petri dish when they hit it and the thing comes out of the blood. That's one of my favorite scares because it comes out of nowhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I still don't really know how they did it. I don't fully really get it. Like you can watch the scene. There's no apparent. I don't know how they did it. I'm sure there's a video somewhere that'll tell us how they did it, but I mean the effect was
pretty
yeah.
Well, because like they made so much suspense on all the other tests, and then the last one they're like, "You're next," and he just touches it and it comes out. I love the beat.
Yeah.
And he wasn't even looking at it when he did it. He was just kind
of
of talking off to the side because they had just gotten used to.
They already built the anticipation with the first
and
few. Yeah, and you just kind of
love that shot.
I actually just read a book called The Future Was Now, and it's all about the movies of the summer of 1982. And it was like The Thing and Poltergeist and E.T. and
Blade Runner.
There was 8 that came out that summer that are all just Blade Runner.
Oh.
It was all the same summer. There's 8 of them, and this book just goes into detail of like a few years before then, and then how they all got there, and it's really, really cool. But yeah, The Thing bombed like major.
Yeah.
It was like the biggest bomb of the year. Well, you know, critics hated it, and yeah.
We saw it twice in the theater at the drive-in. My dad and I
a
saw
lot
it.
of these films didn't do well initially.
I don't know how many times I saw it. I saw it with my dad, and then I snuck in to see it many times afterwards. Like every time I saw another movie, if it was in the theater, I'd sneak in and see that afterwards. You know.
We drive-ined it. It was a.
The drive-in, man, the drive.
Nice. Everyone, kick it up. Jimmy, do it again.
Oh, sorry. I'm trying to catch up on Drawloween.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, sweet.
Nice.
That's good.
Thank you.
Ghastly.
The scariest part about Poltergeist is seeing grown adults not know who Mr. Rogers is.
Justin.
Yeah.
You're up.
Well, speaking of Poltergeist, this kind of comes into it, but I always had a huge fear of skin getting peeled off.
Ooh, yeah.
Like one time when I was little, I had like a hangnail and like I pulled on it and it just like ripped like almost like a half an inch down the edge of my finger, and it was just bleeding. And ever since then, like that part in Poltergeist when he's like starts peeling his face off.
Yeah.
And every time there's like, especially around the fingers though, like what was that Kevin Bacon movie? Oh, it's a ghost story.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. When the little girl dies in the basement of the house.
And that ghost is pulling that girl, and
then when she's ripping for the fingernail pops off.
Is it like Stir of Echoes?
I hate every time I see
Yes.
that. Yeah, I'm like,
like stuff with like skin ripping and like nails coming out. Oh, it's always been the worst.
Because that's not just you. Oh, you're dead. That's real.
Really,
that's like
really,
real pain.
Really pain.
Real.
Because that's stuff that you like seeing come close to having happened.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. You can take the next logical step of how it's going to feel from where you've been. Yeah. So stuff like that in movies, I still flinch. I mean, if it doesn't even matter if it's that realistic looking. It's just like the idea of it will get me.
So the part in Hellraiser when they actually would be, it'd be part 1. When the Cenobites finally get that D-bag.
Oh yeah.
They basically just completely.
Yeah.
He just there's like a pull away shot and the body just completely obliterates.
Yeah, it's eviscerated.
Jesus wept.
Jesus.
Yeah. Good job. Yeah, good on that. I mean that
I mean, it's not like Justin's wearing the shirt.
Okay. I'm not a Hellraiser.
yeah,
fan at all.
not at all. No.
Dude, the first time I saw Hellraiser, my mom and dad rented it, and it just blew my mind. And I was like, I became super obsessed with it, and became super obsessed with reading everything Clive Barker did, and for years and years.
Jack, what are you doing? You got his bow tie on.
Oh,
I don't think at the
Jack.
time there wasn't really too many people getting any notoriety for that genre. They could get the money behind it. Like he actually was able to get traction, you know.
That's because Stephen King was killing it at the time, and then
but still, Clive Barker took it some places that.
That's what I mean. Stephen King was killing it at the time, and so when Clive Barker came in, and they saw him as like the next step up.
And then Stephen King loved him.
Right.
He was like, here's the next
that evolution.
Future of horror, yeah.
Right. And because he went gory where Stephen went
More
mental.
Yeah, more psychological.
And I saw Hellraiser in the theater.
Yeah.
Opening week, and
I didn't.
I
My mom and dad brought it home from the video store.
No,
Yeah, that was a video store.
My stepdad was a big horror movie fan,
Right,
so we went and saw all that stuff. He'll deny it to this day, but he'll say, "No, I don't like that stuff. What are you talking about?" He would take me, and he'd be just as excited. But the minute Uncle Frank came out that bed,
oh, dude,
I was hooked.
Yeah,
I still can't think of a movie
Or you mean
before
out of the
that
floor?
had
Yeah.
the bones smacked together.
Sorry, I was thinking part two.
Right.
When
No,
he
yeah,
really got the bed. So yeah, when he in part one, when he comes off the floor,
and he has like that baby scream.
yeah, and you watch all of his bits coming together. Yeah.
I don't think I've seen anything like it. I have never seen anything else quite like that.
Yeah.
And
That was
just how, dude, I was just like, the monsters aren't really bad guys. They're just forces of nature, kind of. The real monster was Frank. You know?
always he
yeah.
was, yeah.
the real monster was man, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
Man's desire.
Ever since Frankenstein, that's been my kind of story, dude. It's like,
No, Cenobites are monsters.
But
well, they are, but I mean, they're like,
fights are men.
they all got there by their own greed.
Human beings.
they are
consumed.
there are demons, but they're not well, I mean, they're evil. They're like lawful evil.
Yeah.
And no, but they're just a force. I mean, he called them. He was the bad guy.
Yeah, you're not. They don't show up and just.
But no. Before that, you become a Cenobite because you are a human being that wanted to go past your expectations, your own sins. You wanted to go further, and that's what you got. So even the demons came from men.
Yeah.
So it's just proven like we're all writing our own sins. You know?
Yeah.
They are still monsters. I'm not. They're misunderstood.
No, they're
monsters.
They were the bad guys.
Yeah.
No,
I'm trying to rationalize.
Freddy didn't come into your nightmares and say, "I'm killing you because you're a piece of shit."
they're bad guys, but they weren't the antagonists.
Right.
Yeah.
The true villain.
Even in part 2, it was the doctor.
Yeah.
Not relevant. You know.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Believe I hesitated.
That's a scary movie. Part 2
yeah. Part 2.
really freaked me out.
I love part 2. Part 3 has some of the best lines and best moments. The whole
No,
bit
it
where
doesn't.
God,
the whole
no.
bit where they go in the church and he's like, demons aren't real, and she's like, then how the fuck do you explain that?
Right. When he puts the nails in his palms, pulls the nails out of his head and puts them in his palms, and he sits there and he's like.
But I will admit, they get past a certain sequel amount, and honestly, I don't know what happened.
Yeah,
I didn't see them. I fell off somewhere between 5 and 10. I'm kidding. I don't know how many there are. Is there 10?
There's probably close to 10.
My friend did the effects for the 5th one.
A new one was. I like that new one.
The new one was
Right.
good.
The new one was pretty good.
With the female Cenobite.
Yeah, that one was all right.
The one on
It had
Hulu.
some cool visuals going on.
Yeah.
It had some annoying characters, but some cool visuals.
No, it was definitely worth watching streaming. You know what I mean? But yeah, that was good. I hope they keep doing stuff like that and Prey. if they just keep making those level quality metal movies just for streaming, I'm
For
cool
like
with
the
that.
Predator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
That's
thought that was
easily one of
awesome.
my favorites.
Yeah.
Prey is fantastic.
Yeah.
What they need to do with Prey is just make a series of one-shot movies set in different time eras.
That's all they do, and they could do that for the next
Okay,
10 years.
here's Samurai Prey. Here is medieval Europe Prey.
Because it all would have supposedly happened. It would have happened. So,
Man, they could just keep doing that forever, and I'd be fine with it.
and just like they demonstrated in that movie, I do think
Well, they're great.
people's long ago would have had a better chance against them than we would.
Right.
Because first off, they believe
the
in
new,
something
the
like
new
that.
Predator movie is going to be,
and that it requires a next level of fighting it.
Right.
yeah, the new Predator movie is supposed to take you to where, because we're following the pistol. So it's supposed to take us to wherever the pistol goes from there. The flintlock.
Oh, okay.
You know where the flintlock is from, right?
No.
It's the one that Harrigan got.
Yeah. Yes.
At the end of part 2.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Remember when the Predator threw it to him?
Yeah.
Danny Glover?
Right.
Right. That's the flintlock from Prey.
Which I don't think they really seeded that. I think they put that in there, and then it was a nice little tidbit that they could pull from later. But I think
it was tying back to a comic book story where they told the origin of the flintlock and where it came from and everything, and how it follows this warrior, him and this other Yatja get together and they predator stuff, you know.
Okay.
And they do hunting stuff and missions and whatnot. And then that flintlock gets passed down to the best warrior of that clan, generations and generations of Yatjas and predators. And so when he hands Harrigan that thing at the end of part 2, he's like showing him respect for having killed that predator, and now he's part of that clan. So the next Predator movie is supposed to follow the flintlock in the time period. So
Does that mean Danny Glover has to fight again?
I hope not.
I think at this point, Danny Glover's character is like, I don't give a shit. Just like, I just don't care. Like, I did it once. I'm good, bro. You know, just trying to enjoy my retirement. You know,
you can keep it. You can have it.
And they can get Donald Glover.
Yeah, they probably could.
Yep.
I mean,
that would be kind of cool. I watched him play young Murtaugh, or young, not Murtaugh.
Wasn't he already doing? He just did a revital. What's the latest TV show he was on?
Oh, Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Yeah, there you go. Where he did. He was already Brad Pitt, so he can be another white guy.
Right. Yeah.
But that new Alien TV series looks like it's gonna be really good too.
Alien Earth.
That looks good. The June one.
Yeah, Prophecy.
The prophecy about the
Bene Gesserit.
Bene Gesserits. Yeah.
Yeah.
That looks really cool.
That looks really neat.
There's way too much TV coming out. I mean,
I think
Penguin is great. Agatha
Penguin
is great.
ridiculous.
I haven't started Vox Machina yet. And
You haven't started Vox Machina?
no, I'm too far behind.
But there's
No. Vox
we got to
Machina.
enjoy this while we can. You know,
Vox Machina is amazing, and I highly recommend you checking it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, I haven't seen the new season.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, I've seen seasons 1 and 2. The season 3 just came out, and I haven't even started yet. So.
Oh, Fox! I thought you were saying Ex Machina.
No,
the
no.
comic book series. I'm like, they put out an anime. I'm watching that.
No. No, yeah, I've seen the first 2 seasons. I haven't started the new one yet. And
Okay.
then the season of Arcane is coming out at the beginning of
been waiting a
November.
long time for that.
Yeah,
That is some of the most beautiful on
it's
screen
my favorite
TV.
show. It's my favorite show.
You can sit there and freeze frame just about any part and just stare at just the flat.
Yeah, it's
I've
awesome.
never seen it.
Oh, it's
You
so
haven't?
good.
Well,
No.
And it's like the coolest story. On
Yeah,
top of
it's a good
everything,
story,
it's like it's got the coolest story, the coolest setting. I love the world building. It's just fucking
I'm very
amazing.
picky with my.
turn your cell phone off, AJ. Turn your cell phone off. Don't talk to anybody. And when you start watching it, you get your snacks, and I want you to sit.
Yeah, 100%. It's
Yeah.
so good.
Well, I'm sure it is the way you talk about it, but I'm just not there yet.
Gotcha. No, it was a while. Everyone in my Monday D&D group was telling me, watch Arcane. I'm like, yeah, I'll get to it. They're like, no, you need to watch it. and I watched it, and I sound the exact same way they did. It's like, no, you need to watch it.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, let us welcome to the stage Richard Durant of KS Collectibles.
Hey, Richard.
Yo, Richard.
What's going on, guys?
Oh,
Good to see you, buddy.
hanging
How's
out.
it going? Now, I hate to be the one that isn't cool enough to draw, but I couldn't get to my pencils because having to pack away the store, everything's packed away. So I have to work on a custom that I haven't ordered.
Hey,
Work on whatever you want to work on, dude.
But you need to tell us your story now.
You do have to talk though, yeah. So there you go. There's that.
Why? You talk enough for everybody.
I know, but you know what? I gotta breathe sometimes. It's
I haven't seen it.
You're not wearing a bandana, so it's really weird.
Yeah, no. My hair's about to start bothering me too. That's a good point.
So Richard, what scared you as a child? What was it that? What image? What movie? What was it that gave you the biggest nightmare?
As a kid, the first movie, and really the only movie that ever. I mean, there's a lot of scares in movies. I heard you guys talking about The Thing. There were some scares in that, but movie that actually traumatized me, that severely scared me as a kid, was the original Alien.
yeah.
That one's mine too.
I begged my parents to take me to see that in the theaters. You know, I was all of 5. And it was till the day they both died. It was one of their favorite stories of my childhood because I begged and pleaded with them to take me. We saw it at the drive-in, and the minute the alien came out of the chest, I hit the floor in the car and did not get up.
And you were done. Done.
I was done.
I hit the floor.
Yeah, that movie did a number on me for a while when I was a kid. But growing up, my mother loved horror movies, so I would constantly watch them with her. That's why most stuff didn't scare me as a kid when it came to movies. I mean, when you grow up seeing it from when you first start watching movies, it never really affects you. That's why, like, when we had the store, we would tell people all the time, a lot of what we sold as far as horror toys were to little kids. And they just get them because they think they look cool. Kids don't know they're supposed to be scared until you tell them.
Right, yeah.
So, except for that part in Alien, I knew I was supposed to be scared.
All right, so you guys were asking earlier, there are 11 Hellraiser movies,
Holy shit.
including the new one.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
And I have them all.
As do I. But nothing tops the original.
Anything after like 6 is wasting your space, wasting hard drive space. Other than the last one.
My friend worked on the 5th one.
The only reason I can justify shitty versions of anything is that as long as there's still somebody having the licensing and wanting to put money into a project, if we have to wait through 3 more shitty somethings to get one good something, then
Well, it worked with Hellraiser. You know, we sat through a lot of bad ones, and then they made this new one. and
That's the
it's
thing,
cool.
though, with Hellraiser. Like, we got 9 with Doug Bradley, and I was cool with that. But when they replaced him on the 10th one, it was crap. Luckily, they body swapped him and made him a girl in this one. So that brought it back and made it more interesting.
Not a girl, androgynous.
Yeah.
I'm sorry?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, say it again.
The Pinhead is androgynous, not a girl.
Sorry, my bad.
No, you're good.
But yeah, so now that it's that,
Well, it's good because you can't compare them.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
No one's comparing this new one to Doug Bradley, and that's the problem.
But I mean, technically, if you want to do it the way Barker wrote it, then we need to get Scott Bakula.
Right.
Yeah, Scott Bakula needs to come out there
to play Harry D. Moore.
Who is the Hell Priest right now.
Right. Pinhead's place. Yeah.
because he took Pinhead's place in the books. So
I love me some Scott Bakula anyway. So
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know.
so I'm down with
So
that.
there's another movie they could make a whole series of movies about.
Scott Bakula?
Harry Dean Moore.
Yeah, Harry Moore.
Yeah.
You're all Scott Bakula? We can do a series of movies just about Scott.
Yeah, sure.
I'm
You know?
down with Scott.
You know, anybody that says no to that project, they can just, I'm not going to say on it. They can go.
One of my
I watched Men of a Certain Age because of Scott Bakula.
one of my favorite Starfleet captains.
Right?
He's been a lot of things.
Yep.
He's been a lot of things.
So I gotta admit, I didn't watch whatever CSI he was on or anything. So yeah.
No, I don't watch.
I wish crime was solved in an hour. I think murderers would think twice. They really would. They're like, all the cops need is an hour?
Well, I mean, it's like pre-crime.
Pre-crime.
Right.
So even though I'm not like a huge Tom Cruise fan,
Minority Report.
Minority Report was still a very good.
No, I'm not a huge fan either, but he makes some good movies.
That was flat out. He
Like
does.
Edge of Tomorrow.
He does.
Tomorrow is
That was a good era for him.
Yeah.
Richard, why is Edge of Tomorrow your favorite?
even that other one he made before that.
Vanilla Sky is watchable. Like,
There was one.
Vanilla Sky's watchable because he had a mask on the entire extent.
I think Vanilla Sky is underrated.
I think it's good too. Yeah. But
The movie he made before Edge of Tomorrow was a sci-fi movie. It was really good.
Oblivion?
Yes, Oblivion was cool.
I wasn't. I mean, I liked it.
Yeah.
It was pretty, but it wasn't that great.
Well, I was
liked
just-
the ending, especially.
I was just amazed because I just thought it was going to be garbage, but I had super low expectations, and I really liked that movie. And then he made Edge of Tomorrow right after that. And I was like, oh, maybe I need to rethink my Tom Cruise fandom. Make some good movies.
Yeah, but
I did not like him, but he's kind of a weirdo, and so I just never paid much attention.
They're making a sequel to Edge of Tomorrow, and while I love the movie and I love the comic ends on part 1.
Yeah, I mean, some things just need to end.
Yeah.
Well, that's what's cool about Arcane is they're just doing a second season and ending it.
Okay.
And then it's like awesome. I'd rather people just end things, keep it nice and short.
But that makes me feel like they actually have a real full story.
Exactly.
They really thought out, and they want to get you somewhere. When if you just start with a great concept and you just push it as many seasons as you can pull shit out of it, and I start feeling once I lose faith that you actually knew where you were going to take me,
Yeah.
then I don't care anymore.
Lost.
Probably right at the top. Yeah, right at the top.
Eric, we haven't really heard from you much. What's
Lost is just like a really good
what are your
relationship that
opinions?
ends bad in the last 2 months.
What?
It was great the whole time.
Yeah.
Right? You know what I mean? You're really connected, and then at the end, she took your records and didn't even tell you.
Right.
Eric?
I heard my name. Yes.
We haven't really heard from you much. What you got going on?
Nothing much. I kind of zoning out. And zone out, I just get quiet up. Yeah. But on the movies, one movie you mentioned, I think the fifth one. Do you guys, the fifth Hellraiser? Do you know that scene where there, some guy kind of like does the I'm not sure if it's a Matrix thing, but he does a Terminator. I'm gonna go through this jail cell and warp it through it.
No, I don't remember that.
There's a scene in one of them. I don't know if it was the fifth or sixth one. One of my friends worked on that scene.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, he's done a lot of stuff. He went like one of the first gigs was Armageddon, and the second gig was Hellraiser 6 or 5. I don't know which one it was, but that's like one of the scenes he did. I always thought it was pretty cool.
That is cool.
Yeah.
I think there's also that other concept of like every single thing that we're going to talk about is that whether you even fully like a project or not, there was all these people involved that were going full bore on their talent.
Yeah.
Some terrible movies with some amazing art direction and special effects.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
dude, if a movie has like a decent story and like really cool characters, I'll look over a whole bunch of like low budget stuff. You know what I mean? And
yeah,
I love characters. When a movie has like a ton of characters in it that are all like cool. That's why I like everyone gives it shit, but like the fourth Alien movie, I love it just because that team of pirates is every one of them is a cool character that you know what they're about without like going into huge backstories. Yeah. It's just a cool assemblage of pirate crew.
And Ron Perlman shows up and says, "Look, you guys, you know who I am. You know what I'm going to do.
Right.
I'm just going to do it in space this time.
Yep.
And of course, I still want it because, again, he could just show up at your house anytime and you'd be like, dude, come on in. Come on in.
Well, he was just coming off his high as Beauty and the Beast.
Right.
You know, and they just did Blade 3. That whole cast mostly did Blade 3 and City of Lost Children.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. That was a good response to that.
So they all came out with it. So they already had the camaraderie down.
Yeah.
You know, and then you added Winona Ryder and the creepy guy from CSI, Stan Garden or whatever.
Yeah, yeah. And dang, what's his name? The guy that was the bad guy.
Michael Wincott.
Michael Wincott.
Yeah.
He's like one of my favorite.
Fucking Nick.
Favorite character actors.
Yeah.
He's so cool.
I even liked him in Metro, like the random Eddie Murphy movie.
Right. No, and he was the sheriff's nephew in Prince of Thieves.
Yeah.
That was super cool. And then he was in Man in the Iron Mask, and he was super cool. Yeah, I like him. Like, I love it when he pops up in movies. And then he was like the captain of these space pirates. I was like, fuck yeah.
I think being a character actor is a bigger dream than I think any type of look. A lot of them can do very well and make plenty good money.
Oh yeah, yeah, just being cool characters.
But you get to come in. You can give 600% to 15 minutes in a film.
Oh yeah,
and then walk away.
Right.
And when you're out in the world, there's people that see you.
Clancy Brown.
Yeah.
Clancy Brown. I'm always excited when he shows up in anything.
If you heard him talking behind you at Alberto's, you'd be like, you would freeze up, and you'd be like, "Whoa!"
Yeah,
you
like he's in that Albert Elementary, and he shows up in there. Just thrilled to see him show up. I was like, right on.
He showed up in Community.
Yeah.
Whoa.
He's in everything.
He's in how many voices? He does voiceover.
Oh yeah, he does.
You know, Filoni loves him. You know, it's kind of I mean, you know, he's still big with the most epic villains.
Yep, Kurgan.
You know, of all, because he's also just a big, scary dude. He can do that.
Ryan Hurst. Anytime he shows up, I'm always like paying attention. Opie from Sons of Anarchy.
Oh yeah.
He's a big dude.
Yeah, but like I was a fan of his since Remember the Titans.
No, see, I've never watched.
And Lady Killers.
I worked with Clancy Brown. I worked with Clancy Brown for a day on a pilot once. I was doing sound. I was like boom mopping basically with my buddy, and he was a super nice guy. And the pilot did not get picked up, but he was super cool.
That's rad. That's always nice to hear.
You know, it taints anybody that you like, and it's hard to watch their stuff once you find out they're a super dick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. We just got done talking about Tom Cruise making good films.
Well, he's more weird than an asshole.
Yeah.
No.
Is he an asshole?
Yeah.
I haven't heard the asshole stuff.
I think whenever you hear anyone is a part of Scientology, they're an asshole.
Oh well, yeah, okay, that's true.
And if you hear Katie Holmes' horror stories,
yeah,
I haven't heard.
They kept her chained up and stuff.
What?
Yeah.
Oh,
like,
okay. Yeah, see, I've never heard any of that.
I'm telling you, Scientology, asshole. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if anyone's watching this that is a Scientologist.
She misbehaved. She had to go in the room or some shit.
What?
Yeah, he treated her like a child.
Oh, that's pretty.
And he was her dad. So
Never mind.
Yeah, no. Now that I killed the mood with back to horror stories.
Yeah.
Real life horror.
Yeah. Can we stick with fictional horror?
You made me feel like now Tom Cruise and Marilyn Manson call each other on Monday and say, "Hey, what'd you do on your weekend?"
Right.
Oh yeah, totally. I tried this new thing.
Right.
That's as far as I'll take that one.
So, anybody gonna watch, the new Mission Impossible?
I mean, I will still watch it. I mean,
yeah, I mean,
there's a new one coming out.
Yeah, there's another one coming.
Yeah.
I still watch Usual Suspects, and there's a couple of real creeps involved in that.
Oh yeah, but that movie.
I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
I have to separate my art and the art.
That whole movie is like,
But now you have to take a hot shower after. Before you could watch it with no.
You gotta go to the nursery and hug some baby.
Does it apply to almost every major star in Hollywood, though?
Yeah, I mean, for sure. maybe that's one of my biggest fears is like all the actors I love finding out they're like huge pieces of shit.
Oh yeah,
Or becoming a major star.
yeah. That is a major fear because it's we've lived it. You know,
Yeah.
how many of your heroes are not?
Oh, Mel Gibson. Why, Mel? Why?
I still want to watch his newer movies because they seem like awesome. But he's such a anti-Semitic jerk.
It's hard to, it's hard to.
And from someone I was like full on behind, you know, it's like, no,
Right.
Gibson is awesome.
And then
He's a road warrior, and he's Braveheart, and he's, you know, Lethal Weapon, and oh wait, he's a huge prick.
and then what was the Santa movie, Richard, that he did?
What's up? The
What
what?
was the Santa movie that Mel Gibson did?
Oh,
Fat Santa or something like that?
no,
I've seen that. That's pretty good.
Was it the Fat Man or something?
man, I can't. Yeah, Fat Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that movie's awesome.
We love him again.
Dude, Get Gringo's a great movie.
I haven't seen that.
Again, that's where you have to. It's hard to separate, man. I mean, he's
I'm okay. I'm all right with not watching Mel Gibson.
But Daddy's Home was awesome. What are you talking about?
I'm
You want
okay.
to talk about fear?
I haven't seen anything new.
You know, but the original Mad Max and then Road Warrior, as kids talking about being afraid, like they took you to a place where bad people just get away with whatever they're getting away with. I thought as a kid, the bad guys in that were scary as shit.
Yeah.
I fought in the Thunderdome a few weeks ago.
I mean, like life.
Oh, that's right.
They showed you a life.
Oh, did you go to Wasteland?
I did.
Oh, nice.
I did, and I fought in the Thunderdome, and I'm never going to do that again. I couldn't wear my glasses because I didn't want them to get broken, and so it was just two blind dudes on the bungee with foam swords, and being like we would be pulled up really high in the air and just let go and smash into each other. Couldn't see shit, but I got my ass kicked.
Jeez, did you have fun though?
Amazing.
Oh, the whole event is amazing. You pay your fee. And you're camping out there, but it's open bar. You just go to every window and get a free drink, and you barter. I did a lot of free sketches. I loved Wasteland because whenever I would sketch something, the other person, there were so many artists there, and we would do a sketch trade, and it was so much fun.
Nice.
Whoa, that sounds awesome.
Yeah,
Love that event.
You meet a lot of cool people.
Yes. I'm Nuclear Winter. Nuclear Winter is going on. That's in Corona. So if you want to do the Wasteland thing, but in a smaller event, it's at the what's that called? Cronenberg?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I know that's it.
Yeah, that's where Nuclear Winter is going to go, and I would highly recommend.
We went to the Renaissance Fair out there year before last.
And Forbidden Panel had a booth that they did the horror nights there.
So I'm going to go to that. That's in February, and tickets go on sale. And I'm doing an advertisement for it.
No free ads.
Well, maybe they'll give you a free booth or something.
Sorry, you're just bringing up Mad Max, and I'm like, oh.
Oh no, that's definitely pertinent for sure.
I always wanted to go to Wasteland, but I like to shower.
Oh yeah, give up showers.
and I don't know, because I used to do Ren Fair and all that stuff, but I was also in the army, but after a while you kind of grow out of that kind of thing. But I don't know, I'm kind of getting.
You're kind of getting to the point where you don't want to shower. Is that what you're saying? Like,
kind of, yeah. Just saying.
That might be another fear for me is like just being around that many people and not being able to like
Have the shower?
Well, no, just be around people like constantly for days.
Yeah,
Like I don't even like going to like festivals.
Yeah,
There's just like too many people and too little space.
I just heard free drinks.
Yeah, it's free.
I don't really drink that much. Is the problem.
But it's out in the desert, so there's a lot of open space.
It'll be fine.
Well, I know, but just being
Speaking of
being around too many people that I didn't know and in a weird place, that would freak me out. I'm not even big on camping, so.
Oh yeah, then don't go. But as far as the crowds, I think that comic book conventions are horrible, but I think that Wasteland and Neo, it's a lot of open space where you can just walk away.
Oh, that's cool.
Into the desert.
Yep.
So you're not actually getting away from anything.
You can stroll into the desert drunkenly.
Right.
Yes.
And end up in your backyard. Annie's pool somewhere.
Just find your bones.
Yeah, my buddy Scott and then Jason, they went together once to Wasteland. Slept in Jason's van.
I'm sure Jason looks like he would just live there automatically.
Oh, 100%.
Like he woke up and they built Wasteland around him.
Well, he said he wanted to. He was going to design a
That's awesome.
A master blaster and make a fake master to sit on his shoulders. And he was going to make a blaster costume because he's so tall. It would be perfect.
I could be Blaster or Master. I could sit on him.
Oh no!
Well, one of our friends are bound to have a newborn kid. We get it popped up when I was on it.
It's not breaking any child labor laws. We're not paying the kid. We're just purely a prop.
And if the kid puked on Blaster's head, it's part of the cosplay. Who runs butter down?
So you want to know a horror film that I always recommend to people if they haven't seen it yet? I really enjoyed No One Will Save You.
No One Will Save You. What is this?
I haven't seen it.
It's on Hulu. It's on Hulu, and it's like Signs, but if the aliens were not incompetent.
Oh,
Yeah. Like they did just a tad bit of research about where they were going.
Yeah, let's not go to a planet that's covered in water.
Yeah. Yeah. And they're also always advanced but naked. Of just like for some reason, high advancement, totally naked.
Clothes are primitive. Clothes are primitive.
it makes sense.
Unless they've just got such good climate control on their spaceships that they're like, dude, we don't need clothes.
Or everybody's just well hung.
It's
That's just
uncomfortable.
all it is.
Yeah, that's,
Everybody's the same length, so it doesn't matter. Like
literally, you've seen one, you've seen them all.
right.
I just picture an alien being like, "Don't act like you're not impressed."
What? Like you don't have it? Like you didn't know?
You don't cross the galaxy if you're not packing.
Welcome to my face hunter.
But yeah, I really love No One Will Save You. That's a movie that I recommend a lot.
Okay, I'll check it out. Oh yeah, I forgot how we got there.
I want to watch Hereditary again.
Yeah,
Hereditary.
that's always a good.
Saw it like twice this
I
year.
haven't seen it yet.
It's one of the few movies that, in opposite, think of the movies that when people ask you, should I see it? And if you know them really well and you're like, no, I care about you. And I'm going to tell you no.
Is that the one with the little girl?
And if you say, if you watch it
Telephone
against my advice,
Yeah.
calmly scared and jacked up and just disturbed, I will have no tears for you because I warned you. Some people do not. I've been messing that up the whole day.
Is that the one with the little girl on the telephone pole?
Oh,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
Did you have to? Yeah, yep. There's definitely a telephone pole.
Can't lead.
Okay.
You can't lead with the spoiler.
I haven't seen it. I don't know.
I see.
Yeah, the memes are all over the place, so it's spoiled.
I like it's been
Yeah.
ruined, but
Yeah, it's an old movie.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
I've seen the second one he did.
Midsummer.
Yeah, Midsummer,
That was really good too.
which was very bright.
I think it's one of the few movies I can think of that are like full daytime. I mean, the original Texas is mostly daytime, but not a lot of the daytime in the daytime area where things are extra nasty, right?
I
Yeah.
hated
Yeah.
when I hated when that trailer came out and you're just in a dark theater and the blinding white light. Nope, no, thank you.
That movie perfectly displayed what it's like to have a mushrooms, like a psychedelic trip.
Right.
And it was too perfect. It was because I felt like I was having a
What
flashback.
country were they in again?
What's that?
Where were they?
Yeah.
They were in They went to Sweden, I think.
Sweden. I feel like the Tourism Commission of Sweden flipped out, and they're like, "What the fuck?"
Or Holland or some shit like
Yeah, like everybody loves us, and you seriously us? Like, come on, we're the good guys, you know?
I don't know about that. Have you ever been there?
Huh?
I don't know about that. Have you ever been there?
I haven't. I don't know what it's really like, but I mean, I that's the myth, or at least the believed. I don't know. I mean,
Richard's
It's really nice. It's really nice in the tourist areas.
but everywhere else sucks.
I don't think it sucks as much as we're not exactly welcome.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, Americans usually are kind of.
I mean, any outsiders, really.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I thought you were gonna you're gonna convey your hate for Swedes.
I love Swedes. No, it's more like their hatred towards anybody all the outsiders.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, I don't blame them.
That's why they made the ritual. It's like to remedy that.
They want to
Are we
stop.
talking just about that village, or are we talking about all of Swedes?
Huh?
I said, are we talking about just those cultists, or are we talking all of Swedes, all of Sweden?
All of Sweden.
All of Sweden was like,
all of Sweden.
we have to get rid of tourism, so let's make a horror film.
At the end, it says public service announcement.
I fully support this message.
You come to our country at your own risk.
Oh, shit's really popular.
Come for the weed, stay for the shrooms. Say hi to the bear.
Swedish anti-tourism board.
Yeah. Well, it worked. I'm
I'll go out there. I'm just not going out.
just like I've traveled and I did stay in hostels. Then after the movies, I'll be honest with you, I haven't since. I just I want my own shower.
Yeah, hostels always are. That's a weird
Yeah.
thing.
That's another thing I just couldn't do.
They shoot a lot of porn there.
Is that right?
I hate to break this to you, but those are usually just shot in warehouses.
Yeah.
Not on location?
I'm just
Don't tell me that's heresy, Richard.
not
Wait,
when
wait,
it's
wait, are you
in the title.
They're shot at warehouses in the valley.
But the stepmothers
Right.
are actual stepmothers, right?
Oh, 100%.
Okay, good. That's all I want to make sure.
They're really stepmothers. Those are really big black men. Joey, your alien's coming out pretty bad. Pretty awesome.
Isn't thanks.
I'm gonna have to get up and go over and look at everyone's art because I can't see the detail from here, but we have been
Haven't seen.
Yeah, that's why I keep not looking at the camera over here because I'm busy trying to see you guys. Oh man, with no glasses. Yeah, no.
I just realized my drawing, my whole setup is like upside down. Am I upside down to you guys?
Yes.
Okay.
Today or normally?
You're at a very weird angle. I can't look at your camera and not get vertigo.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know how to flip the camera. This is the this is the selfie cam. Yeah, it's the selfie cam. I don't know.
So has
But
anyone
I'll put
seen
it this angle. I think you could see it better like that. I'm gonna get a drink of water. I'll be right back. But you can see this right there. I think.
have you all seen the new trailer for Wolfman, the new Wolfman?
I haven't.
Yeah, I saw that.
From the first actor that says anything, he sounds like John C. Reilly.
Oh no!
Sorry.
I love John C. Reilly, but he doesn't strike fear in me at all. There's no. I mean, give me that Wolfman movie, please. Right? Basically, give me Dr. Steve Brule, but he turns into a werewolf. I need Brule's rules when there's a full moon. That I'll take.
Just like when the character, because he gets in the car accident in the first scene, he's like, "Hey,
She'll wear your seatbelt."
The next horror movie I'm really looking forward to is Nosferatu.
Yeah, that looks really good.
Yeah.
Have any of you seen The Substance yet?
I was just about to ask you if you'd watched it yet.
I saw it. The Substance.
Not yet. Not yet.
Yeah, not yet. Huh?
You should watch it.
Oh.
I recommend it to anybody who's mildly into horror.
No, I listened to an interview with the director because I did see her first movie. Damn, I can't remember what it's called now. But it was really good. Damn it. Drawing a blank. Anyway, so yeah, it sounds awesome.
Yeah, it was great. You know, it's one of the best. It's one of the best body horror movies I've seen in a long time, and it rates as one of the best body horror movies ever. And I don't want to talk too much about it if no one's seen it.
That's what I heard. Because the guy that was doing the interview with her is a big Cronenberg fan.
Well, that shows that is yes.
Yeah, so I get.
Yeah. You can
tell.
tell.
Yes, I know what you're getting at.
Yeah.
You know, I was always mad that Cronenberg didn't do more acting. I loved it when he showed up in movies.
When he's the villain in what is
Nightbreed.
it? Nightbreed. Yeah, that's great.
And he was the lawyer or something in Serial Mom. Do you guys remember Serial Mom?
I mean, vaguely.
With Nicole Kidman, and she was like a serial killer, but it was like a dark comedy.
Yeah.
And
is that the one where she kills the lady for wearing white after Labor Day?
I think so. Yeah. But anyway, he was like a lawyer or something in that, and he was a little creepy bastard in that too.
Well, shit. I guess I gotta watch. I saw the TV Glow.
What's that?
I have not seen. I saw the TV Glow, and I just saw a post that said my friend liked it. So I'm looking forward to seeing it.
Oh yeah, I heard good things about that too.
I didn't like it.
You didn't like it? Damn it!
No, I didn't like it.
I'm still gonna give it a shot. I watched it.
That is no moon.
Yeah, that's cool.
It seems to be divisive. I haven't seen it yet, but I'm curious.
I watch everything, so I'm down. I'll watch it.
It seems like it builds up to be a really cool movie, but then at the end, it feels like, oh, that was it, kind of for me. But it could be because I was in and out of the movie, but that could be because the movie wasn't interesting enough to keep me engaged. So
right.
What movie is this?
I saw. Oh wait, what are we talking about?
I saw the
TV Glow.
Yeah.
Okay.
It didn't glow for me.
There was no gorgeous ladies of wrestling.
No, there was none. I asked for there to be.
Now, when it comes to horror, I prefer old cheesy 80s horror movies. Those are my favorite. The campier, the better. I like the fact that those are coming back. I recently watched Raccoon and Cocaine Werewolf.
I've heard of Raccoon, but I haven't heard of Cocaine Werewolf.
Yes, it's
When was the last time you revisited Basket Case 1 through 3?
recently.
Good, man. I mean, I actually, the reason I had rewatched it is because I was just trying to find a copy as a gift for somebody, and it turned out to be not that easy. Like, you couldn't just stream it on most things. It was hard to find for a while, and now it popped up and you can watch it. But for a minute there, to find it was hard. And then ultimately, you're sending your friend, $50 worth of some of the worst shit ever made.
Yeah.
But great.
Yes.
I just got the car.
All right. That's a good one.
Yeah.
1977 movie.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I got all the Phantasms.
Oh,
Love those.
Yeah, the Hand remake with Michael Caine.
Yep.
That
That
one
was great.
I just got Naked Lunch.
yeah. I love Peter Weller.
Don't Turn Out the Lights. I got the original 1987 Stepfather.
Oh,
Oh,
ooh.
that's badass.
That movie just it. Yeah, you're talking about like fear, like that. That's that. Yeah, there you go. It doesn't have to have tentacles or come out of your body or any of that stuff. Just show up and.
It's gonna be
That's just the pure evil of man.
Terry O'Quinn.
Terry O'Quinn.
That's it. That's why, even though it's a separation from the book, and I understand that, but The Shining, to me, evokes childhood fear, especially being in the snow. Anything in the snow. Like, I know other people.
See, it's like the thing. It's that whole isolation.
The snow,
thing.
yeah. Some people they think awesome, Christmas, happiness, all this good shit. No, snow to me is the absolute desolate. If it's cold and you have to deal with bad things,
That sucks. Yeah.
bro, like it's bad enough. You haven't had any coffee. You're cold as shit. You're tired. It's just a lot worse than fighting villains in your board shorts when you're comfortable.
I would rather get killed by the Thing than dig out my car.
See, now you have adult fears, and that is the adult fear.
Yeah.
Okay.
If someone has had to dig out his cart multiple times, I'll take on the Thing.
Yeah. We just did all the yard work, and literally 1 minute later, it all comes back. But worse. And,
I'd rather be killed by the Thing than have to go to a birthday party where the kid's choice was a football theme.
Yeah.
At one point, me and Ken were like, we should just bring a deck of cards. We could just play cards because no one talks to us or anything.
Yeah.
We're like little weirdos in the corner.
We have a deck of cards we take with us. That's where we go.
My friend in Idaho. My friend in Idaho told me that their water pipes froze. I did not know that was a thing. No, thank you.
Yeah.
Nope, I'm never gonna live in. That's not for me.
It does that in the desert sometimes.
Yeah,
Happened in my freaking high school. We had an extra week of winter break. That was awesome.
That actually happened to when my son was living in Texas. That happened to them. When they had that, what was it, like 3 or 4 years ago? They had that real bad cold go through. Their pipes froze. Their electricity was like for over a week. They had no water, no electricity.
Oh crap!
Because they'll have ice storms and the wires will freeze.
Yeah.
Dude, I was in Oklahoma for Christmas one time, and there was an ice storm, and every little blade of grass, every twig is just encased in ice.
Yeah.
It's like Iceman went through there and froze everything. It was like science fiction looking. Like every little twig, every little blade of grass, everything was individually encased in ice.
Yeah, we're living out here. We're definitely spoiled by not having to deal with that stuff.
Yeah.
Most Californians would die.
Yeah.
In the first couple of days, there'd be hundreds of Californians dead by dump
spirits. You guys do realize that half an hour away it snows, right?
Well, I know.
Yeah, that's nothing compared to.
The freeways don't.
Yes, they do.
Well, I mean, up in the mountains, yeah, but this is like everywhere. This is like the whole countryside.
Yeah, I understand.
If you're up in the mountains, you're used to it. But I mean, most of California is in the mountains.
When I lived in Iowa, it was a big shock for us how much it was.
Right. Yeah.
And just how white it was.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The snow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because even
when the people.
Even when it just does snow in just the desert, there's still a lot of brown on the ground.
Yeah, it was just.
It's not like a 3 feet thick. It's like a couple of inches.
But yeah, I loved it. I loved it. That where we lived though, they were so used to it that by the time we woke up to go to work at like 5 or 6 in the morning, the roads were already
the
plowed and
roads are clear,
salted and ready to go.
Yeah.
You know,
They're way more prepared for it.
and we we didn't have driveways out there, so they would clear the walkways and everything around so we'd get to our cars and be okay.
Yeah.
And because it was such a trustworthy area, we would come out, turn our cars on to defrost, go back inside, take a shower, make our coffee, do all that stuff, come back out, and the car was ready to go.
I'm a wood. I'll visit, but I can't stay. I can't be cold like that. I just can't. I don't want to do anything. You know. I don't know.
I don't want to visit.
That's why I have 6 grandkids.
Oh well, yeah.
That's that was the good thing about visiting. Like during Christmas, it's like my mom would apologize for weather. It's like, no, during Christmas, this weather is great. Coming from California, it's like, this is how Christmas should be.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's nice to leave after 2 weeks and come back to where it's not like that.
Yeah.
Oh, it's nice to turn off the air conditioning for a minute.
Yeah, exactly.
As much as there's all kinds of climates that are fun and not fun, if you can travel, right, and see all of them, then you value
Right. Yeah.
coming home. It's
For sure.
yeah. I went to Florida recently and we came back just before the storm. Had a great time, sweated our asses off,
Yeah.
but had a good time. But then, literally a few days after we got back, it's category whatever it was.
Yeah.
And here I understand people say from other states, my friend in Kansas said, yeah, but you guys have earthquakes and he's deathly afraid of an earthquake. And I'm like, bro,
Earthquakes are nothing, dude.
earthquakes are not shit. You know what? All your stuff falls over. It's really inconvenient. It really sucks. You might have to pay some professionals to fix your home. Okay. But nothing is coming by and ripping your whole neighborhood away.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
You still kind of go home.
yeah. Like, you were talking earlier about not seeing the whole monster or whatever, not seeing the whole creature. No, you see a giant tornado coming and you're like, yeah, if it comes this way, yeah, man, that model train set in my garage I was working on for 2 years, it's gone.
Right.
Remember how we were complaining about the neighbor's yard? Well, we ain't got to complain no more because there's no more neighbors.
I
No
wanted
more
to-
yard.
Yeah, I really had wanted a new house anyway. I had just been waiting for the reason. And demolition is hella
We
expensive.
got that sunroof, honey.
Is there a way we could just suck all of this away?
Oh yeah, and with all the flooding, there was freaking alligators in the street. No, that's that's a legit fear right there.
Can I have my vape back now, please?
Yeah, I can't get it to. I still have it because I haven't been able to get it to work for me.
I will be going to Florida though when they open up the Universal Monster area, the Dark Universe.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, by the way, if you need someone to watch that,
That'd be cool.
you guys want to or something, I
He's
will.
coming with us.
But if there's ever a reason,
He's coming with us.
hey, you two go to prison for some reason, and I don't know why. Watching for you while you guys go do your time, okay? But try to get out because he'll miss you. He'll be pouting in his room saying, "But you're not dead. You're not my dad." All right, good stuff. Okay, so 2:44.
Yep. You still got to go somewhere, don't you?
So then
You got a gig tonight, right?
I got to go somewhere, yeah. But I mean, basically, this is kind of right now. So if imagine 40 hours a week, this is what you did. You came, you sat down. If you actually think about the quantity of art and stuff that we will have produced in this period of time,
Oh, yeah.
it's not too bad.
It's
not too bad.
You can kiss my ass, okay? That has been my
Yeah,
end goal for the past.
yeah.
How long,
Well,
Justin?
let us know.
As long as I've known you.
Okay.
When we can do this 40 hours a week and pay our bills, I am there.
I've been trying to find a way to make that happen.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm there. I will do it. Oh man, I've got pajamas picked out. Because working in your pajamas means you've arrived. If you can work in cozy pants, okay, You know.
Who sleeps in pants?
Oh, Richard's like, I'm sorry, you guys. I'm happy to do the work, and I'm going to work on it. But I just want to let you know I will no longer be, on camera. And we're like, why? You're like, look, dude, I refuse to work with clothes. But
I just don't wear pants.
there's no pants. Okay. So every time we're like, oh, Richard gets up to get a drink, we're like, ah, fuck. Okay. All right.
I wear shorts, you freak. I still wear pants.
You said you wore no pants.
I only wear tutus and nothing else.
Right? Hey, that's comfortable. It's breathing.
You've never felt so free. Oh shit.
Okay, so I donated blood at Comic-Con, and they let us pick a shirt, and the only shirt they had left was like XXL, and I got it because it's free, and that's like, I understand why people wear nightgowns because it feels so amazing. I love it.
This is what Joel's working on.
Rad.
Everybody a heads up.
Nice.
Oh, here you can show mine too.
Yeah.
That's great.
If you guys want to take a sec, if you can, just like pick up even Richard. Let me see what you're working on, bro.
This is just
Standing parts.
Okay, cool. Oh yes. Yummy.
nice.
Yummy.
Very nice, everybody.
The hands are coming out of a tarot card.
This is also the end of part 20.
All right. Well, see.
Now back to work.
I
Yeah.
can't even see what you guys are showing. It's great.
That looks awesome, Joey.
Hey, Jimmy, are you all caught up on Agatha?
No,
Yeah.
I'm not.
Really,
Yeah,
really
yeah.
good.
Yeah. Really good.
Spoilers.
I'm digging it a whole
Yeah.
lot so far.
I just
Me
Yeah.
too.
There's a lot of times
music
when
is great.
there's a lot of
I
times you watch,
downloaded all the music.
you don't feel like it's coming from a Disney
No,
paycheck. It doesn't feel that way at
definitely
all.
all. It's really, really good.
Speaking of Disney, I always recommend every October is Werewolf by Night.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
for
great.
sure.
There's nothing wrong with that movie. That
Nope.
movie's
Yeah.
awesome.
They need to do more little one shots like that.
Yeah.
Sure.
But it really takes creativity to be able to do some certain projects, but still be under the Disney. Well, at least before. Now they've been putting out some stuff. I don't know if there's any rules anymore, but it used to be really hard.
Yeah.
So then to put forth a seriously good party story with some darkness without one tiny character of some kind either made out of snow or frost.
Right, yeah.
Like there always has to be that, the dopey pelican or whatever the fuck.
The comedic side thing.
Yeah.
The
Not every-
director of Werewolf by Night has been a composer for Disney for quite a few years.
Yeah, I remember reading that when it came out. Yeah, that's crazy.
But
He was just a music composer, and like his
What
first
are you looking at, Joel? Are you noticing how I'm never in the picture?
You're slick, bro. But if you rewatch Frozen, but you pretend Olaf is made out of pure cocaine, the movie is totally different. I promise you, you'll be like, Frozen is amazing. Mostly, anytime there's snow. So
What do you mean pretend?
when the abominable snowman shows up, and you realize that
Well,
you
what do
just
mean
pretend that he is hundreds of, 2 tons of cocaine coming with all of the it changes. The movie. Also, what's her name's ability to like make snow? I mean, the next movie is the cartel. That's what I.
Do you realize this whole mountain's made out of snow?
Yeah.
So how much cocaine were you on while watching this?
I don't know. Disney has no rules. I just got to get Ryan Reynolds to get it done.
Oh, this song makes you remember another great movie, and that would be Return of the Living Dead.
Oh yeah.
What song is that?
It's Party Time by 45 Grave.
Yeah. What a great soundtrack.
Yeah.
What a great movie. What a great soundtrack.
Movie, great soundtrack.
Quite possibly the
My first taste of horror comedy.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
no, that would be like Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein, but my first like modern horror comedy, yeah.
I love Abbott and Costello meets Frankenstein.
Me too.
Yeah.
I love that
So
movie so
funny.
much.
I've got it was it's probably been like 20 years ago. I'm like a couple of years ago. No, it was like probably 15 years ago. but they made new releases of all the Universal movies in the green sleeves, and they each set had like every single related movie. So like the Frankenstein set had Frankenstein, Bride of Frankenstein, Son of Frankenstein, Abbott Costello, Meet Frankenstein.
Yeah.
So they did one of those for each of the Universal movies, and I got those when they came out, and they're so great because just everything's on it.
Costello's fear when you see something scary and he just does the whole I love it.
He's out of breath. Yeah,
I think about it all the time.
Yep. Oh my. Yeah, I love Abbott Costello. So funny. Not bad. Not bad. That all comes from watching like KTLA when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Because they'd have those like Abbott Costello movies on all the time during Halloween.
A lot of Three Stooges.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like during the afternoon, it was like Three Stooges and Gilligan's Island and F Troop and.
I bring this up all the time, but remember Dick Van Patten?
Oh yeah, From 8 is Enough.
No, not him.
Pretty straightforward.
Oh no, you're thinking of
Manhattan.
The guy that hosted Family Film Festival.
Yeah.
And hosted
Popeye. All of Popeye.
Yeah, he hosted Popeye, and he drew too because he would do sketches while he was talking about Popeye. It was crazy.
Totally.
Tom
Hatton, that's his name. Yeah. No, he was awesome. He'd host the Popeye cartoons in the morning, and then they'd show like Munsters and Gilligan's Island and shit.
Yeah.
Godzilla movies.
Yep, and then they'd have a Family Film Festival that he would host. Yep. Fun weekend stuff.
Yeah.
Because it was like every Halloween they'd show like old Halloween stuff like Mad Monster Party and Costello Meet Frankenstein, just all the old horror stuff.
It was called Family Film Festival.
Yep.
It really was. I mean, yeah, it was. Absolutely.
And that's the problem with having so many channels now is like kids aren't forced to watch old movies like we were.
Yeah.
They like have no idea about like older stuff because that's you just watched whatever your parents put on back then.
Yeah.
So they're watching old movies. Hey, you watch an old movie? And it's like, oh wait, now I love old movies.
That was not the case for me. It was not my parents that exposed me to movies. It was a lot of times my friends.
That's cool.
I guess. I just feel like I missed out.
Not all of us have friends, okay, Jimmy?
I was just letting him say creepy uncle. Yeah.
We'll go into 6.
Oh, I love this song.
But now people would,
Pet Cemetery by the Ramones.
The Burbs is another silly film that I watch every October.
Yeah, The Burbs.
Pick the Birds. Birds is good.
Wait, The Burbs or The Birds? Or Birds?
The Burbs with Tom Hanks.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Isn't neat or can Tom Hanks still do no wrong yet?
Still can't do no wrong.
But see, even if
That's one of my celebrity fears. Please don't become an asshole.
But even if he did, he has so much credit to draw from. You know what I mean? He can just draw from the bank of everything good. And what can we say?
Yeah.
He just
If he became an asshole, it's from years of being a nice guy.
Well, I mean, I think that's what his son is for. Chet.
Oh, I thought I meant the other one.
No,
The other one's great.
Chet is a racist asshole.
Is he?
Thinks he's a rapper and all that stuff. Yeah.
I'm unaware of this Hanks with what?
Oh, the one with the drug problem, right? He's like a musician. Yeah.
Hey, everybody, just tuning in. We are live streaming on Instagram right now on Forbidden Panel. You are seeing Justin and what's your name again? Joel.
Starts with a J.
Yeah, everybody here except for Eric starts with a J, and myself. But I end with a
Your name
J.
doesn't start with a J.
Huh?
My name doesn't start with a J.
Yeah, but we don't know your name.
It's a silent J.
Yeah. There you go.
That's silent.
We were streaming for our Forbidden Panel live event, the Scream and Sketching Stream. So yeah, there you go, Instagram. We are live on right now. You can only see the two artists drawing, but if you look on the screen behind you, behind Justin, you will see us streaming live everywhere else. So head over to forbiddenpanel.com right now, and you can see the full video. If you'd like to join us, we still have about an hour and a half left of the stream. Shoot me an email or a message here, and I will send you an invite to stream yourself. So we're going back and I'm talking about how Chet Hanks is a douchebag because it is the Halloween season and we are scared of douchebags. Are we not, guys?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, I was saying I was scared of actors that like becoming douchebags.
Yeah.
Who's the latest to fall victim to that?
Oh boy, let me think.
I'm kind of suspecting that Ashton Kutcher is going to reveal some shit.
Oh, that's very possible. Yeah.
He already did, didn't he? When he said that he doesn't bathe his kids.
What?
So I had a patient tell me a story, and I'm glad this is relevant to right now.
I don't think they know what I was talking about.
Yeah.
No
idea.
None of them. Let me explain my story first.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah,
do it.
Let me get on the live stream here so they can see me. Hi, everybody. So Mila and Ashton went on to a talk show a few years ago, and we're talking about childcare and stuff, and they're like, "Yeah, we don't shower every day, or we don't bathe our kids every day because we don't think that they need to be, and because soap strips away the natural oils that our body needs to keep us moisturized and stuff like that, and it saves us on money." And they don't. At the time, they weren't changing the diapers daily or anything like that.
Yeah, you got to change diapers, man.
So
multiple times a day.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, at this point, their kids were not having. They were older.
Okay.
But not old enough to where they're not.
But still, I'm gonna ask somebody when they're running by. Hey,
I'm wearing pull-ups.
I'm gonna ask them what's going on with that diaper.
Right.
Because by then, they can say, oh,
And so that's why they're kind of a gross couple in that aspect.
Well, the not showering daily thing, she's Eastern European, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's kind of common there.
Right.
That doesn't make them assholes, though. So.
But
not changing the kid does, though.
Yeah, that's pretty gross.
That's by God unhealthy, and you should know that.
I do know that. That's why I'm talking about.
They still may be pretty generally nice to other people. The changing thing, you're right. I'm going to tax them on it, but versus like being overt assholes.
I thought it was the defending Danny Masterson thing that made them assholes.
That wasn't great.
Yeah, but you kind of saw that one coming, though.
His victims didn't. Oh wait.
Ooh.
Too soon.
Maybe you are muted.
I was saying that he was best buddies with Diddy, so we'll see what happens in the next few months.
Yeah.
Oh man.
There's one that no one was surprised about.
Diddy. Like he named himself after the action he was doing.
Never liked that dude. So.
Yeah, I don't know.
We'll see what happens.
Nice. At least it's nice now. We all have proper vindication for our feelings for never being comfortable with him ever, and now we're like, oh,
see,
it wasn't just me all these years.
When a grown man calls himself Puff Daddy, it bothers me.
Yeah, it's not great.
So
Next.
nightmares.
I mean, we were talking about horror, so
Things that would scare us as a child.
We keep slipping into real life horror.
Right.
We start talking about movies and stuff.
That's because Eric left. That's why.
It's really difficult as an adult to not go into adult horror.
Because that's the thing that scares you now. Well, that's why we like horror movies. It's like, oh, this is comforting compared to what's really going on.
Yeah.
You watch Pinhead show up and you're like, oh, thank you. Thank you.
Pinhead, I get. I know he's a bad guy.
Right. I can get it.
Let's go bed.
One of my favorite moments from Hellraiser was Hellraiser 2 when she runs and Pinhead's like, take all the time you need. I have all eternity. I'm like, oh, man.
There's so many great lines. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
We have such sights to show you. Oh my God. That's
Yeah.
Chef's kiss. It's a horror movie line.
Yeah.
Do I look like someone who cares what God thinks?
Yeah.
We have an attorney to get to know you.
Yeah. No tears. Such a waste of sweet suffering.
Yeah.
It's like horror Shakespeare.
Yeah.
So in the, I think it's the fifth one. Let's see. No, yeah, because they 1, 2, 3, 4 they go into space. 5 is the cop. I think it's the sixth one. The sixth one has mayhem, and I've been trying to think of how to do a meme of mayhem.
Oh.
You know the mayhem from the commercials?
Yeah.
The guy on the commercials.
Yeah.
No, he's not Mayhem. He's the dude from Oz.
It's mayhem.
He's the vulture from Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Yeah. Didn't you guys see Oz, the TV series?
Yeah.
I am
No, I
still
know-
always going to see him as mayhem.
Huh?
I will always see him as mayhem.
And isn't he the lawyer in John Wick?
Yes.
Yeah. And he was also Liz Lemon's ex-boyfriend in 30 Rock.
Yeah.
He opened up the pager store. He's all, technology is circular, Liz. No, it's not. Jack bought one just to piss her off.
I like how in I saw this one Mayhem commercial where he and the guy that played his brother in Oz, they were playing brothers again. Okay, Jimmy. And they were playing brothers again in their playing basketball, and he was causing mayhem and stuff.
That's cool.
I was like, oh, they went backwards. That's awesome. Like crossovers. You know how I am with crossovers.
I've not seen Oz. I've heard of it.
You haven't seen. You have to watch it at some point.
Yeah, I haven't seen The Wire.
I mean, don't watch it on.
Yeah, but
kids.
The Wire is like major homework, okay? Because it's a lot.
It's a lot.
It's great, but
Right.
it's going to take time.
Huh?
There's so much stuff like on TV right now that I don't have time for.
Yeah.
Also, Richard, just want to say I love your shirt, bro.
Oh, thanks.
Dude, I've been on like an obsessive Maiden kick lately. That's all I've been listening to for like 2 months. Like listening to all the albums I never really listened to that much before, you know. And yeah,
There are some gems in their later years, man. Like,
no, dude, like I mean, it's still like, you know, freaking 15 years ago, like I said, but when Bruce came back with Brave New World, the album is spectacular. It's so good. But yeah, even like I checked out that newest one, the Senjutsu, and it's got, I haven't done like a whole deep dive on it, but it's got a couple songs that I really love so far.
it's a good album, man.
So I just want to shout out your shirt. So I'm binging Maiden seriously for like 2 months. That's like all I've been listening to.
Adam Just Effects, how you guys doing?
Hey, welcome aboard.
They are no, they're not. They're watching.
Oh.
No, this is my first live stream too, dude. I don't even watch them because I don't like watching them.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
this is the first time I've actually.
Caesar's watching.
We just hide it at work.
Just
Just
Caesar.
stare at the piece you're working on, and that's all I've been doing, right? That's super.
No, thanks. Yeah, I wanted to do. I'm only doing like 4 colors on the whole thing, not counting black. But I wanted to go like oranges and browns and stuff.
With the time we have, it's hard to get too crazy. Into
I know
color.
I'm not going to finish. I know.
Yeah,
I had no
yeah.
inclinations that I was going to be finishing. Because I even like did the sketch ahead of time because I was like, I just wanted like Jones on the inks and colors and stuff. You know, I waste so much time trying to get a sketch right. Like this took me like a week to get everything together. You know, I did like the
That's what I'm doing right now, man.
and the background
Adjusting.
resized them and stuff and put them together and then like printed out the final.
We're joined by the Optimist Workshop as well. Hello.
Hello.
You doing any shows, Justin?
Hey, Eric.
You doing any shows, Justin?
No, not right now. I'm in a con slump. I need to like reprint a bunch of stuff. I got so much stuff to do before I do a show. It's kind of
Yeah,
overwhelming. My third thing about doing a show because I got so much
of course.
stuff
Yeah.
and just time and yeah, it's been rough. I have like very little.
Totally get you.
Yeah.
I miss it though, man. That last one we did in Vegas when me and Joey and Danny went out there. I had so much fun that weekend.
That was like one of the best cons.
That was
ever.
like one of the best weekends I've had. Like,
Yeah,
in my
the whole experience,
in
except
my
for having to
regular-
walk back and forth.
in my later adult life. That was one of the best shows I've had in a long time. It was so much fun. Not just the show, just the whole weekend was a blast.
Yeah, it was.
Going to that club and watching Danny play. That night was so fun.
Heading over to Peter's afterwards,
Yeah, we hung out.
everything, dude.
Yeah,
It
we
was-
hung out there all night.
Yeah.
I wish my
Don't
only
think
bummer
so.
about that night is I didn't really party as hard as I would like to because I was 25% sure that I was going to have to drive.
because Katie.
Because Katie was partying and she drove, and I was like, all right, I'm going to have a little bit, but I am not going to party like I really want to because I think I might have to drive. I ended up not having to, so that's kind of my only regret. It's like,
Yeah, but the
I
pee
did-
would have lingered the whole time. You wouldn't have been able
oh, no,
to.
yeah, exactly.
I was
And,
gone.
Yeah,
I was
no, Joey had a great time. AJ had a good, and I had a fun time. I'm not saying I didn't, but it would have been nice to know for sure that we were just getting an Uber or something, so I could just be like, okay, I just met these people. And these people are super cool. Yeah, and I was hanging out with AJ and Joey's friends that I didn't know, but they were super cool. Went back to their place and just had a blast, and they were fun. And
Yeah.
But yeah, if I would have known we were getting an Uber, I would have been so late to the show the next day. Because I was like, man, there's so much fun drink and other things to do tonight. And,
Danny would have been down there like, where's everybody?
Yeah, Danny plays pretty good.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Oh yeah.
We're very impressed that they went to the what was it? Like just downtown LA. I forgot the place.
Yeah.
El Capital or something like that.
Yeah.
That was pretty good.
Andrew Rampa is our
About
friend.
his
He
album.
plays with a band called Fever Dog, and they do glam rock music, and they're phenomenal.
Like glam rock, like
Yeah,
New
the
York Dolls
70s
and
down
David
and
Bowie
everything.
and Kiss. That type
Yeah.
of glam rock, not like Poison.
Can you do the theme music to your podcast?
The theme music to the panel cast. So you hear it in the background
Yeah.
playing while we're recording and stuff.
They are so good live. They are so fun. And
For sure.
if you check out the video for We Want Action, my daughter is one of the stars in the video. It's really awesome. And
Yeah, pretty cool.
they're playing D&D in the video.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Me and Danny were supposed to get some kind of like a book print, like pressed. I don't know what he wanted to do, but he wanted to do some kind
an
of
art book?
merchandise for his band.
Yeah.
And,
He hasn't done an art book. He was talking about doing it, but he's so busy.
yeah, I think it's
And
yeah.
him and his
pretty-
girlfriend got engaged. Did you see that, AJ?
Yeah, they got engaged. I talked to Danny.
Yeah. We got engaged in Scotland when he was on tour.
Yeah, I actually talked to him when he got back. I called him up. I congratulated him, and then I
Yeah.
hit him up about a couple things.
Right on.
They're the next commercial that we're going to be seeing here on our podcast.
Oh, nice.
That's cool.
Yeah.
He's a super cool guy.
So to explain the Vegas weekend for those of you in the dark,
Yeah, not a clue.
we went to
But I was listening, and the story I made up in my head from what you said was amazing.
the Las Vegas
What's it called?
Comic Expo. No,
Good enough for me. I don't know.
amazing Las Vegas Con.
Yeah, Amazing Con. Yeah.
That's what it's called. Amazing Las Vegas Con. Last year? Yeah, last year at the beginning of the year. And it's a 3-day convention center held at I forgot which hotel.
Well, it was at the convention center.
Right, it's at the convention center, and the convention center is attached to this hotel. And we stayed there 4 days. So we got out there
Thursday night,
and hung out. And then Friday we set up, did everything, had dinner, and it was like preview night, right?
Yeah, because it was like a half day.
Yeah,
It started like at 2 or something.
yeah.
2 or 3 on Friday.
And then Saturday night.
Saturday was a full day, and then
Saturday was a full day of the show, which was awesome. The show was really cool.
Yeah.
I got to hang out with Larry Hama.
Cool.
Richard, that's where I got your print from. Signed for you. So I got to hang out with Larry Hama for a bit, and we got to talk. And then afterwards, after the con, we went to a club called Vamps, which had like fuzzy walls.
And the guy that owns it, he designs motorcycles for movies and TV shows. And he did the motorcycle for the Nicolas Cage Ghost Rider movie.
Ooh.
And it was on display in this big glass case in the middle of this bar.
And this bar is straight out of like the Titty Twister. Like,
Yeah, it's all like red velvet and like dark and like big booths. And yeah, it was
safe. It was, yeah.
anyway, so Danny opened up there that night.
Yeah.
So it was awesome because we had a table. Remember we got there and the table.
The table. We had a reserved table, so we get to sit there.
It had Fever Dog tag on the table.
Yeah,
That's cool.
It was a blast.
So we got there, and it was we met up with our friends there, and it was me and Danny and Joey and Justin and Katie, and then our 2 friends, and we had our own table, and we watched them play, and they put on a great show. We watched all these 70-year-old rockers dancing around and throwing their hips out and having a blast, you know. And then afterwards, we headed out to our friend's house and continued the party well into the night. And,
That's cool.
And it was like that, for me, the first time I had been able to let go in a long time. So it was a blast. And to be able to let go with a lot of people that I hadn't been able to let go with in a long time. So I think we all had a blast that weekend.
That's what the word priceless means, right?
Yeah. So, yeah, we all, and if you know Danny, like Danny's all glam, 70s, 80s guy, right?
He's like 6'3",
6'3", curly blonde hair.
He's like the prettiest guy you've ever seen in your life. And then his fiance is gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
So when they have kids, the universe is just going to implode.
Right.
Because
and so we all shared a hotel room.
Okay,
Danny comes out of the bathroom in his jammies, right? And he's wearing 70s PE shorts.
Yeah.
Nice.
Like red shorts with white piping, like
super short.
Or like, I'm like, Dan, please, your junk is like hanging out. I don't. You have to dress like this all the time.
Yeah, it's not
just put up the. It's not even a facade. He just loves it.
He lives in character, you know.
Yes.
It's not a costume; it's a lifestyle.
Yeah, no, and his whole house is like that. He's got shag carpet.
He just got a Commodore 64.
He's got all like,
Damn.
His old turntable out, and he's got like just old furniture, and his whole house is like that. It's really cool. If you watch that video that I was talking about, that We Want Action, that video was filmed in his house. So it's super cool looking where the kids are playing D&D, and all really, that's how his house is. It's crazy.
Like all the kids that we watched grow up.
Yeah. Yeah, we went and saw them just about a year ago, last October. They opened up for Wolf Mother in LA. And
I caught that with Justin. That was pretty cool. Yeah. Great night. Had Gene Simmons' son, Paul Stanley's son, also played there.
Well, Paul Stanley's son's band opened, and they were really good.
Okay.
And then for the encore,
what kind of style were they? I don't know.
Just kind of like stoner rock.
Okay.
Not real heavy, more catchy.
Okay.
It was. I mean, it was kind of like Kiss if Kiss had started now.
Okay.
You know, and been like influenced by stoner rock and more like Black Sabbath and stuff.
Okay.
Because it was still kind of poppy. But it was cool. It was definitely a cool opening act. And then for the encore, Wolf Mother and then Danny and Paul Stanley's son and then Gene Simmons' son came out and they did Been a Long Time. or rock and roll, whatever it's called, the Led Zeppelin song.
Yeah, I got out of.
Really cool. It's just
I like the front when they did that. I got a cool shot where everybody's just kind of like jumping up and down. It's like a wave.
Yeah, I remember when you posted it. Yeah, it was a cool shot. Yeah, that was a fun show.
It's great.
This is Danny's contribution to our.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, and then on top of all that, he's a great artist.
Yeah, on top of all that, he's a great
Mother.
artist.
What an asshole.
Come on. Couldn't the universe spread out all the talent?
I know.
They could have made 10 other people
all the
halfway
talent,
good.
all the talent and
You know?
Yeah.
How many people suffering with no talent at all? That's
I mean, he could at least have like a web toe or something.
you know.
Dude, twice that weekend, random girls just walked up to him at the booth and told him he was beautiful and walked away. It happened twice in a weekend.
Right.
It's just crazy.
And then his model girlfriend sitting at home waiting for him to call him. Like, whatever, dude. We don't like you anymore.
It's cool.
Yeah, but and on top of that, he's a super cool guy. Nicest guy you'll ever meet.
So that's our horror stories that our childhood dream didn't come true.
But our
And we had to watch his come true.
But our friend's childhood.
Yeah.
Yeah. Every childhood fantasy we had just happened all through Danny.
Right. Not even our kids.
He's like it. He's like it. He follows us through freaking like the generation.
Yeah.
Did anybody ever play the It game?
Video game?
Yeah, they came out.
No, I did not. Know that.
I didn't know there was an It game.
I don't really game, so that.
Well, there's a video game, and then there was also the board game that came out.
Okay, board game.
That was based off of it.
You know what's funny about the board game?
I mean, I'm down.
There were no images of Pennywise on the board game.
Oh my
Really?
gosh.
I'm relatively confident that Skarsgård has some something in the contract that makes it so that you can't just use his face on the board game. I can't be confident. I can't be sure about that. But there were no photos of Pennywise. I'm like, all right, cool. I can play this game.
It all comes down to money and agreement.
I thought it was Skarsgård then, if that was the case, because he was all over Stephen King's properties at that time, being in the TV show and all that stuff too. So.
Yeah, it just might have not been the contract for the game, though.
Yeah. Well, it could have been King's license to them.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. They were licensed from King for the book and not for the movie.
Right. Who knows?
But I'm not going to play if there's a video game out there, I'm not fucking going to play that.
Hey, Jimmy, what's your address?
Jimmy will have a heart attack. The thing
yeah, I'm gonna convey my address on internet. I'm gonna let everyone know about it.
Text me your address, Jimmy. I'm gonna send you some pizza right now. See how he's not moving? That vein on his head is getting bigger and bigger. Jimmy's afraid of clowns, and one year I sent him a clown to deliver pizza during 24-hour comic donuts, right?
Donuts, yeah.
Donuts during 24-hour comic book day.
That just popped up on my memories not too long ago.
Yes, mine too.
It was the beginning of October.
So the scariest part Jimmy said for him that night was the clown scratching outside the door.
Jimmy!
It's weird because that year I was going to not do. I was going to give up on 24-hour comic book day, but this year was the first year I just didn't do it.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah. What happened this year? Why didn't you do it this year?
I was too tired after Wasteland.
Oh yeah, I can imagine that. Yeah.
Sounds like a weak excuse to me, sir.
I'm okay with it being a week's excuse. I just didn't want to do it.
Well, it is currently 3:20.
Oh my God.
Still have 40 minutes left to go. Time flies when you're having fun and good conversation.
Yep.
Absolutely.
While people are watching you. Always watching you.
Now we should do this more often, even if we don't stream it.
I mean, it's not like I haven't been trying to get
going to AJ's house.
No, it's nice to be able to like chat while I'm drawing again. It reminds me of being back in school.
I think schedule, right? It's just being an adult. Schedule.
Yeah.
Stupid schedules, man.
Oh, it's the worst. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, when you're a kid, that's your biggest problem. How can I get to my friends and play? That's it. That's it. How far do I got to ride this stupid bike?
Like this bike.
Yeah. No, not this time. You guys are coming here.
Exactly. Yeah.
I got this shitty Huffy with back pedal brakes.
See, yeah, I had the I had it bad because like all my friends except for me all lived by each other, so I was always the one that had to go out to them because it makes no sense for everybody to come up to me.
Yeah.
And,
I wasn't allowed to have friends over my house,
yeah.
so I had to skateboard everywhere just to go see where my friends were. And all my friends lived in the poor part of town, and we lived in the new houses. Not like our houses were more expensive; they were just newer.
Yeah.
And so, I would have to skate. You know what I'm talking about, right? And Richard would know. Like Richard lives on the other side of the town where I grew up in, so I would have to skate all the way across town to get to Richard's place. And it would take me like 20 minutes to get there.
Right.
Oh yeah, like 5 miles.
Yeah. And so
Yeah, but that was
all my friends
yeah.
lived closer to where Richard was, and over by the high school. So it was like, come on, to go play with anybody. I had to go play at the high school.
See, what worked out good for me is since all my friends live far away, my parents dropped me off. They're like, "We'll just pick you up on Sunday because we don't want to drive all the way up out here."
Yeah.
So they would just drop me off Friday night, and they pick me up like Sunday afternoon.
Yeah.
So I would just stay like almost every weekend. I just stayed the weekend at Scott's house.
Yeah.
Just constantly.
I know my mom absolutely loves me, but as an adult, I realize, if she wanted to have, a friend,
Yeah.
it was best that I be gone.
She wanted to stop.
No. Hold up. My mom was watching this. I'm just saying that, like, I understand that as an adult, you get that you could love a kid.
I still want them to go somewhere for the weekend.
But being like, hey, just
100%.
for the weekend, I'm just not. Like, I subjected my mom to lots and lots of very loud music that came from my grandma's stereo that I got. I got my grandma's old stereo. It was amazing. It had everything in it, 8-track record. But my mom was nice about it. She's like, okay, well, this music must be good for you.
Right.
But it was not her bag at all. But to boot me off, like you said, just drop them off. Oh, you want to go to Wayne's? Yeah, I'm calling out my buddy Wayne. Yeah, totally. Great.
I'll just pick you up Sunday.
I'll take you there. Yeah, no problem. But I mean, I would say though, it's also, you had to be cool. Like if you went to your parent, your friend's house, like, you had to play the good game. You got to be good.
Oh yeah.
You guys tell all these stories, like I don't understand what you're talking about.
Well, mostly I'm just saying because you want to be able to come back. Because I guarantee you, if they've got awesome dope dinner going on.
No, what I mean is that, like, I didn't have that kind of life.
I didn't go to.
My parents are dropping me off or doing this. Like, if I wanted to go somewhere, I had to go.
Yeah. Well, like I said, we had the bike, but I did have a buddy that lived way across town, and it required a car. I mean, unless it was like a Goonies style movie where you did really pack a bag and you're like, I'm going to go see my friend and I'm going to ride my bike for 2.5 days. Which you would do at that age, and it would be amazing. And you could carry about 7 or 8 tape cassettes, and that was going to be the most of what you were going to have for your montage with your headphones.
Yeah, my backpack was stuff full of D&D books.
That's a long ride, bro. That's like you're training. You're Rocky, dude. You're
for sure. Because I get dropped off at Scott's, but we go play D&D at Mike Kruger's house, and so we pack all our books up and ride over to Mike's house, and then just spend the whole weekend hopping houses.
I would just have comic books.
Yeah,
comic books or lunch, depending on how much money I got for allowance. If I got
right.
Most of my friends, and I don't know about you guys too, would sacrifice any lunch money that would possibly come your way for other things.
Oh yeah, I never ate lunch at school.
Yeah,
for sure.
If it was possible to
pocketed that money, like,
dude,
or like spent 35 cents on it on some ho-hos, and okay, that's my lunch.
If that's happening,
Keep
even
the
if
dollar or
it's
whatever.
$1.50,
Yep.
which that's that would be
That'd be 2 comic books.
That's even pretty generous because
If I didn't
honestly,
eat lunch, I could get 2 comic books.
Well, see, that I couldn't come home with new stuff.
Right.
you had to hide it.
Yeah. Like if I came up with new stuff, it was like, where did you get that from? Where did you get the money for it? And why didn't you buy the stuff I gave you the money for? And why should I give you this money if you're not going to spend the money on what I gave it to you?
Right.
I don't know whether maybe it was just non-observancy.
Yeah, my parents, I just never noticed.
You know,
They never. Yeah.
unless they did, they were
Cycling.
Yeah, they're just like whatever.
I just don't want to.
That's very possible. Too.
Yeah, you
They,
know,
they were happy you weren't talking.
Yeah,
yeah.
that's
It's not a big enough thing to want to ruin today. Okay,
Right.
it's like a cop saying, "You know what? Just go, just go."
it's like they're like, well, he's not buying drugs.
Yeah.
I'm okay. with
I'm sick of hearing about the X-Men today. Go read your comic book.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, so Joel, you got to bounce out of here pretty soon.
Yeah, brother, I don't really want to go. I'm enjoying this quite a bit, but I did say that I would do a little event. So,
Well, cool.
and it's going to require a lot of setting up.
Oh yeah.
And so, yeah, right now the car is loaded to the hilt.
I think Alex is supposed to stop by and see you tonight.
That'd be cool. Hey,
Do me a favor, take a look at the cam. Tell them who you are, where they can find you, and what you're doing tonight.
okay, so I'm going to drive over. My name is Joel Katz. I have Fictional Studios on Instagram. I'm going to be doing an event where I'm going to DJ for 3 hours over at Chubsy's Burgers in San Bernardino from 5 to 8. I'm also going to have a big table with a bunch of toys and goodies on there to sell. But trying to do both, double dipping, you know.
What's the name of the event?
You know what?
Nerds and Hip Hop.
Nerds. Yeah. Well, hang on. Let me shout out all the people that are going to be involved. Just give me a quick second to use technology. And
So while you're doing that,
Yep.
I'm going to show his final result.
Oh, that's badass.
Yeah.
Cool.
And it was so fast. I can't believe we got that done so quickly.
Watercolor, right?
I can't see. I mean, that's my fault actually. So. Oh, it's a shark. Shark.
I don't know how. I'm not saying do it, don't do it. You know, whatever your art style. But if you revisit the fun of like the 99-cent store super shitty watercolor set, you can be sloppy and the brushes can suck. But if you, there's a freedom. It's like people have told me there's a freedom to wearing spandex, and I didn't believe it until I lost the bet and I had to wear some, you know, for Halloween. I was the day man.
Oh, nice.
You know, silver and black. Yeah.
Fighter of the Nightmare.
Yeah. So, but you know what? Once I wore, I was like, yeah, you know what? I feel like I could do a backflip right now. I cannot do a backflip, but I felt like I could. But yeah, anyway, crappy watercolor set. If you just get some sloppy brushes and some big paper,
That's awesome.
it's fun. It's low stress.
Yeah.
You know.
As long as you don't spill your water on your artwork, right, Joel?
Yeah, that sucks. Yeah. But yeah, real quick, going back to at Chubsy's, there's a lot of people. There is going to be Nerds and Hip Hop on Instagram. But Chubsy's Burgers makes super good food. The event's just called Chubsy's Burgers Trunk or Treat 2024. The address, you know what? Just go on Instagram and look. Chubsy's Burgers, but also 2344 Sterling Avenue, San Bernardino.
Show me the flyer on this one.
Okay, can I zoom in like that? Is that possible to do that? Right up there.
It's fine.
Okay.
Sorry, guys. I know it's not a focus, but there it is.
But basically, there's going to be a lot of people there. There's going to be a lot of folks contributing and a lot of vendors and just something to do. The weather's good, you know.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. But this was fun, you guys. I do absolutely want to do this again.
Yeah, for sure.
For joining us.
But also, I know you're wanting to compile all of this.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's going to take a bunch of it, which would be amazing to see.
Yeah, all the artwork you see, if possible, if you don't mind, I'd like to scan it, and then I'll give it back to you. And everybody else, if you don't mind scanning your artwork, and then we'll post it along with the full episode of this that'll be compiled together into one big file, video file that we'll be displaying on the show.
Yeah,
That's fine.
Do you
Yeah,
mind
no,
leaving it?
absolutely. That's what I thought was going to happen.
I'll scan it overnight if you want to swing by anytime this week and pick it back up.
Cool. But good stuff.
yeah. Let's hang out with you again. I wish we could hang out more. It's a big time.
Absolutely. Come on, we'll work out the next time.
Yeah, for sure.
But it's also kind of therapy. I'm going to go ahead and say it. You know what I mean?
No, this is what I was saying. I was like, it's like being back at art school, getting to hang out and draw, talk to other artists and stuff. And
Right.
I don't get to do that very often. It's pretty awesome. That's what I liked about 24-hour day at Chris's store.
Yeah.
It's just all of us hanging out and talking all night.
But planning it, having like a little bit more of a thing to it, makes you do it.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Having like a set.
More of a theme and stuff.
Yeah.
So maybe if you guys are down for it, we can try to get together once a month or something, like have a holiday theme
100%.
playing session.
Yeah, we should definitely do like a Christmas one. That'd be fun.
You know, or Thanksgiving one,
Yeah, so much
Thursday,
Christmas.
something like
So
that.
much like,
do.
yeah.
Oh man.
Maybe another 3 or 4 hour block. We can do something for that. So if you guys are interested, even the people watching us, if you'd be interested in watching this again, just let me know and we'll get something figured out for you.
I don't know how you feel about everybody drawing their own version of the same thing, but if everybody wanted to drop a Krampus,
That'd be fun.
yeah.
we
That'd be
could do it different.
But you have the name of the event now, Forbidden Panels Drop a Krampus live streaming event.
Drop a big fat stinky Krampus.
Yeah. No, that sounds awesome.
Yeah, that's great.
Because
Cool.
that's something I think in all of our realm, and you can go silly or scary, whatever the hell you want to do.
Right.
I mean,
So yeah, shoot me your, if you're interested, let me know. Shoot me your schedule, and we'll get a date figured out in December. Now we'll do this again. So let's take it away to Joel as he bounces out.
Everybody.
Take care.
absolutely, brother. I want to see all
Take
this
it
stuff.
easy, man.
Yeah.
Okay. This is kind of like when people film a movie, they do a bunch of parts in the movie, and they're like, "Yeah, we have no idea how this is going to get edited together. It's going to be."
And yet you're still here talking.
Yeah, but I want to see everybody's stuff.
Yeah.
We'll always still here talking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Joel will always stay here talking until he gets kicked out.
Yeah.
And then he'll still stay here talking on the driveway.
Hey, Joel,
Yeah.
do we have a booth in December?
We do have a booth in December.
Okay.
And also, I don't know why I'm kneeling you down so you can see. But anyway, long story short, I also got some other goodies for you. Every time I find some Joe good parts and stuff, I've been hoarding you back a box, especially when I get them for like $6.
Will do.
This is a weird side plug, but for the small community or maybe big community that makes customs, finding parts for good prices, these days you just have to. You know, you're not ripping apart a $50 figure to make something. Hey, if you got that kind of budget, more power to you. The rest of us fighting for $5 figures that we can tear apart. Be cool.
Rock
Rock.
walk you out, Joel.
Yeah, rock this till you guys are done. I mean, I know there's the 4 or 5 hours you're supposed to do it, but do it till you're,
We got 30 minutes left.
yeah, I don't know. Be cool. Later, guys.
Later, bud.
Later.
Take care.
Justin, hold down the fort.
I will hold this fort down. This is me holding the fort. That's what I'm doing. Hey, have you guys seen, speaking of, well, it'll be kind of Christmas and Halloween, but have you guys seen Aubrey Plaza's book, The Christmas Witch?
No. I haven't.
No.
Oh, you guys should check it out. I got it last year, and it's become like our. She wrote it, and someone else did the art. The art is fabulous, and it's become a new Christmas tradition to read that every year. It's really, really cool. It's about Santa's sister, and she's a witch. And, yeah, it's super, super cool.
Have to check that out.
Yeah, and the art is really, really good in it.
Yeah, there's a bunch of movies I gotta watch. Just don't watch enough stuff.
Yeah, it's way too much stuff out there. Too much tent.
I disagree. I always want more content.
Yeah, You get to watch more
Good
stuff.
stuff, maybe. There's a lot of out in the world.
That is debatable.
I think there's so much good stuff.
You know what? Even stuff that's mediocre is entertaining.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, it's like it's like I was saying before. If it has like even slightly cool characters and a cool concept, I'm down. It doesn't have to be great for me. What are we talking about?
I'm the worst at watching anything when it's out. Like I'm barely catching up on The Walking Dead.
Right.
Oh yeah, I gotta watch that too.
I like to wait till things are done though, and then I can watch it straight through.
Which Walking Dead are we talking about?
That's fair.
The very first one, the original. The first series, not any of the tag-alongs that have come along.
There's so many different versions
So
now.
you are a reverse hipster. I like that.
Basically. Well, I intended to watch it when it was out. I saw the first season, but it was only 6 episodes, so
I never got into Walking Dead. I tried.
Yeah, I watched like the first. We were like almost done with the 3rd season, and we were like having a hard time watching it, and we realized we were like having to force ourselves to watch it because we were worried the new season was coming out. And it's like, man, let's not waste our time. We just don't care anymore.
oddly enough, what got me into watching it is I've been playing a lot of Call of Duty Zombies. So
yeah.
I watched it for about 6 or 7 seasons until it gets to a certain place that I won't talk about, but I quit. And I also watched all the backups too. Yeah. But I watched The Walking Dead too. That was all right.
For some reason, I feel anytime a series goes past season 7, it's gonna start just lacking. Like they're just making it for profit.
I think they should stop at like 4 or 5. Honestly,
that does happen a lot of times around 5, but I've seen some that go pretty good even after that. So.
That's a rare case. I think most things.
Yeah.
Stop at 4 or 5. That's why I was excited when they said they were just going to do 2
South
seasons.
Park's good after a certain amount of seasons. Still good.
That's why my idea only has 1 season, 8 episodes.
Yeah.
Are we allowed to talk about your idea of live streaming?
No.
Bring it up.
Too many untrustworthy ears out there.
Yeah, for sure.
I remember I was at a show and this kid was telling me about their idea. I was like, you don't really know me. You should not tell me this thing. I'm not going to steal your idea, but you don't know me.
Right. It's like while you're taking notes. You don't know. You should be telling me this, dude.
And 15 years later, you're in my garage.
I only tell people ideas that I don't really care about. But when it's like a good idea, I'm like, nope, I'm going to save that. I'm going to save it for a while.
Just, can I put you here for the rest of the
yeah, for sure. Yep. Actually, I need to get use the restroom anyway, so that'll work out.
All right. When you come back, you can go here. I will sit in your spot while you're gone, so somebody will be on the camera.
Okay. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I like that.
Can you start drawing, AJ?
Since you turn it around and I see what it looks like.
You can't sit in it.
I know. It's been there forever, and I've only ever seen the back. But you turn it around after, like,
It is a nice chair. It cost me $50. 50 American dollars. And yes, dude, I'm gonna draw now.
Stick figure?
Yes, I'm gonna hold up a color. You're gonna tell me what it is. I'm gonna hold up this picture, and you're gonna tell me what to apply it to. People may be asking, why are you hosting a live streaming drawing event if you can't draw? Well, because I want to.
As good a reason as any.
Because I can.
Because I run a comic book publishing company and all my friends are artists. Jamie, how was you just did a horror show, didn't you?
No, the last horror show I did was Midsummer Scream.
How was that?
I love Midsummer Scream. It is always a blast. I am already working on artwork for that again, so I can have more 17 by 11 prints.
How was the crowd? Were they very into the everything?
Oh yeah. I love the horror. I love the horror fans. That community is a blast. I always enjoy that show. That show. I can't say enough good things about that show. And
What show are you talking about?
Midsummer Scream.
Oh, right.
And I feel like they don't want to, because like this year it was the same weekend as Comic-Con. I think that they learned their lesson, or they don't want to do it ever again. And so Midsummer Scream next year is going to be in August.
Yeah, why would you do anything during Comic-Con? That's crazy.
That was not on purpose.
Attention during Super Bowl.
Well, that's a good idea because it was packed in the morning.
In the morning,
yeah. But I mean, I think that's a good idea.
Well, the Super Bowl's in the evening, so
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Everyone, it was totally packed by people that didn't care or didn't, weren't like doing a whole Super Bowl day. And I thought it was a good time to do a show. It was fun. Because then it calms down towards the end of the day, and that's when you're packing up and stuff.
Sorry, Midsummer Scream.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good show. I think my friend Jenna went there a couple times.
Yeah, she did.
She now does Seaside Oddities, and that's like from her words, it's like it's better than Midsummer.
That's what she was saying.
But it's a little better than Midsummer Scream. Midsummer, what is it called? Midsummer Scream.
Yeah.
Which one's that?
Yeah, it's a little bit.
What was that one
I
called?
think it's a little more catered to a specific kind of like.
What was the name of the one you're talking about, Eric?
Not sure.
It's the Oddity Show.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. They cater to a specific kind of like horror vibe.
Ladies and gentlemen, my wife.
Hey yo.
Hey. Brought me a big gulp.
You're welcome.
Hi, Alicia.
Can I have some?
Of my wife or my big gulp?
Yeah.
There's your answer. What were we talking about? Oh, the Oddity Show?
Yeah.
You did the Oddity Show, right? You did the cover for it.
No.
No?
You must be thinking of something else.
What was the image? Must be.
What picture?
Well, I will look it up.
Okay.
Excuse me while I whip this out.
that's the first time you've ever said that.
It is actually the first time I've ever said that. Thanks for bringing it up, Richard.
What I'm here for.
What did anybody go to CreepyCon?
No.
Mike did it, but he's just selling product. He's not an artist.
Right. I went to the Wicked Boutique show in Yucaipa.
Isn't that the one that was like in the heat?
Yeah, I went down. I went down hard from
Heat exhaustion or heat stroke?
yeah, and dehydration and all that because it was so hot. Because they did it in the middle of July or August in Yucaipa, California, down here, which is everybody knows is hot as heck.
Damn.
But
I think you mentioned that little.
yeah, I think I posted it or something online. Now I'm doing it too. You guys have got me like the camera's there and I'm staring at the screen.
See, I just stare at my paper. So
I would do that, but it keeps showing my ball. Anyway, so the show was great. The way they had it all lined up and set up and stuff. And it was cool to hear like all the whole, their version of our soundtrack that we have going.
Mm-hmm.
But it was playing so loud, and with the heat, and with the crowd, and everything else that was going there, that it felt like there was no escape. You know, so not only was I heat stroking, but I was also having a panic attack. So
It's no bueno.
for that reason, I didn't like it. But if it was in a cooler environment, then I think the show would have done good and would have been more enjoyable. So if they do another one, maybe during the winter
Or the fall at least.
or something,
There's
yeah,
so much stuff going on in the fall is the only problem. But that's because the weather's the best.
right. Everybody wants to come outside and do stuff.
Yeah. Especially for like scary stuff and horror stuff. And
Right.
it's like I hate when like a cool horror movie comes out in the summer. It's like I don't want to watch this right now. It's like when the new Haunted Mansion movie came out. It was like in August or so. It's like I don't want to go watch this and come out to 110-degree heat. It's not fun. It's in the fall. I can't watch scary movies in the summer. It's not fun.
That's why when the Cliffhanger 2 part comes out, it better be set in the winter. It better come out, when it's winter out here.
Cliffhanger 2?
Cliffhanger 2.
Yeah.
Wow.
Shit's terrible when we're scraping that barrel.
Wow. All right.
It's about time. Their fans have been wanting a sequel for such a long time.
Right?
Need to expand that Cliffhanger IP.
Yeah. The Cliffhanger.
Their fan has been waiting for that.
Yeah, damn.
I worked at this job.
I'll be honest though, I really love the new Beetlejuice sequel.
Yeah.
The new what?
The new Beetlejuice sequel, I really enjoyed it.
No, yeah, it was good.
I didn't.
I liked it a lot.
Oh.
I am indifferent on it. It had moments, but I wasn't a big fan of the original Beetlejuice stuff.
Oh,
I liked it, but
That's one of my favorites.
And the cartoon.
And the cartoon.
I love the cartoon.
I like the cartoon too.
I like the animation of the cartoon too.
The cartoon is currently on Roku.
Yeah.
Cool.
I just happen to have a Roku TV.
Oh,
Right there.
Yeah. That's a cool cover. There's a cool cover of the song.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
But
I'm just showing off my artwork. I have a lot of Drawloween drawings to catch up on.
all right, it's time for a dance break, everybody.
You're going to dance?
Are you gonna flash us? I hope not.
Guys, I hope you also know that you can stream this on your own channels if you wanted to. Or not.
But you can only stream this on this website, right?
It's streaming currently on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, and ForbiddenPanel.com. Wow. Don't you ever tell me how bald I am?
Most of the time your head's shaved, so I don't even notice really. It's been a long time since I've seen you with that much hair.
It's because you stress me out.
Shit.
My phone is over. Who's watching this right now?
No, see, I'd show what I'm working on, but it really kind of makes no sense.
Nipples?
Yes.
So you're doing the Nation of Domination, Owen Hart?
That's not what I'm working on right now. I'm working on that custom for that was bought as a birthday present. So it's actually a
You're doing a live
custom
model,
of
right?
of a girl's husband and his army fatigues.
That's cool.
Can you show any progress or anything or their process?
It's in the like the only thing I'm doing is like painting things to get them to the base coat right now, to the base browns, tans. But you can see like, let's see if I can put this. Okay, yeah, it's too wet still. But it's molded in this green, so it's really takes a lot of coats to cover it up.
Yeah. Joey, I kind of want to get that tattooed.
You'll do it.
I don't know about all that. I'll scan it for you, though.
I mean, that's right up my alley.
Yeah,
You need it tattooed up your alley?
Huh?
I said you're gonna get it tattooed up your alley?
Yeah.
Dang, Joey, that's looking awesome.
I know, right?
Thanks.
Next time we hang out, you need to bring it so I can see it in person.
Please
All
don't
right.
scan it.
Bring the alley.
Even better in person.
Yeah.
I'll bring it.
It looks like you already did.
Nice.
Double entendre. There's so many cameras I have to look at. How do you feel about the new TV series, Joey?
What?
The new TV show coming out.
I do not have strong feelings and should not talk about this subject.
Oh, I apologize. I cannot wait to go off air with you in 7 minutes so we can have this conversation.
No, look, I'm excited for it. I'm very excited for it. Noel Hawley is the showrunner on it. He did Fargo and he did Legion, and so I have really
he did Legion?
What's that? Yeah, he did both of those shows, and so I have pretty high expectations for this.
That's pretty awesome. Yeah, that is some good resume for sure. And I sure did love Legion.
Which one was Legion again? Remind me. That was the Angels, right?
Huh?
No,
No.
it was like
No, it was it's basically an X-Men story, but Aubrey Plaza was in it, and it was about
Yeah.
Legion
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's right. I remember.
yeah, it was good. It was really good.
Yeah,
The Sabres kid.
I liked it a lot.
Yeah, it was really good. I just don't think a lot of like the normies got it.
Oh no, not at all.
You know, like they didn't understand it.
No, and even Fargo is a little bit twisted. Obviously, like his style is a little bit weird, which is good.
Well, at least it's a style.
Right.
It's true.
No, his stuff's really cool. Well, so that makes me even more excited about it.
So, completely off subject. Has anybody seen the new IDW logo?
No.
It
I
just
did
says
see it.
IG.
Yeah, I saw it.
It's kind of weird.
It is ridiculous.
It looks like ID. You can't even see the W.
It looks like LD.
Yeah.
When Temple Smith is sitting there complaining that his image from 30 Days of Night is being used on the background of it,
Yeah.
bad.
Oh, he went in a full tirade about it.
Huh?
That thing is horrible, man.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, full tirade.
Yeah, I saw that and I'm like, how is that IDW? Like, I don't. That's up there. That's up there with Baroness being part of Team G.I. Joe.
Yeah, that's.
Oh yeah.
That happened.
That's the new series.
What?
So in the Skybound series, it's basically they're starting the origin, and in the Cobra doesn't exist in their current timeline. Duke is building a Joe team to hunt down the Transformers.
Right. And it's supposed to be the movie, Transformers.
Right.
Transformers.
So he drafted Baroness into the Joe's team.
Is she still called Baroness?
Yes, she is.
That's so much better.
It is codename Baroness.
What is she the Baroness of?
What's that?
What is she the Baroness of?
Well, she is a Baroness.
Yeah, some fictional country.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. What is she a Baroness
But
of?
she was a criminal on the run. Like, she's still like basically the same character. Even like in the comic when Duke is telling General Flagg that he convinced her to join the team. Like, Flagg told him, he's like, you should be arrested for even making her the offer.
Oh, jeez.
So I don't think she'll be part of that team for long once Cobra starts existing, but
Right.
I mean, it's a different take. I'm interested to see where they go.
Definitely different.
Well, we're winding down to the final 2 minutes of the live stream. I want to thank everybody that tuned in today. For watching us. Gentlemen, after the stream is over, we can still kick it for a couple minutes after if you'd like to. But I would like to thank everybody individually for participating. Joel Katz of Fictional Studios, who was here earlier. Thanks for him stopping by. He did a great job while he was here. Justin White of Necrosapien Studios. Hi. Thank you for participating.
Thanks for having me.
My stupid partner in crime. Eric Rivera. Hello, sir. Thank you for joining us on the stream.
Yeah.
Everything you want to shout out with?
Yeah, you want to shout out to anybody? You want to talk about your comic company, anything?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't have no company, but I did publish a comic book. I mean, I didn't publish it, but I made one. Like, as like a test run. That's like the only new thing, but even then, it's like not published yet.
Well, tell them about your magazine stuff.
Oh, the caveman stuff.
Yeah.
I haven't done any of that in a while.
Well, let people know where they can find it so they can see it.
Where can they find it? DocClancy.com. They should be able to find it. It's like a Shopify type link. Just Doc Clancy's Caveman. Just look that up on Google, and hopefully you should find some of my stuff in any one of his magazines.
Cool.
There's also a werewolf sketchbook with a bunch of doodles in there of mine.
Right on.
Yeah, pretty much.
What you worked on while you were here?
What do you say?
Can you show us what you were working on while you were here?
There's this Gremlins piece.
Very cool.
Nice.
There's more up there. Frick, it's huge.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, that's huge.
And then there's this one I gotta finish up. I was just kind of doing this one as this one's concept art, but I gotta finish that one pretty soon.
Very cool. Looks great, man.
Yeah,
Your stuff always looks so good.
and
Yeah.
you can see like you're vastly improving from way before.
Yeah.
I love watching your art evolve. You've done a great
Yeah.
job. Keep it up.
Trying to expedite it right now because I wanna work on a lot of cool stuff. But yeah, I don't have any art mates. I haven't done any art for the last 3 years. So, yep. Here's to praying.
Well, we're looking forward to whatever you get to come out with, man.
Thanks.
Thanks for joining
And
us.
I can't wait for you to start doing stuff with Forbidden.
Yeah,
Yeah,
same here.
for sure. And
Richard with Crooked Smile Collectibles, thank you for joining us today.
Always, man.
Jimmy have been better. Thank you, sir. Joey, Atomic Llama, Mr. Man Called Kraken himself, Raging Sombrero.
You can look for a man called Kraken on Amazon, and from us it shows since we can't sell it online yet.
Awesome. I have been your host through all of this. We hope you enjoyed the live stream. And remember, in December we'll be back. Once we get a date, keep an eye on this page for the what are we calling it?
Take a Krampus.
Take a Krampus Christmas sketchathon that we're going to have going. So thanks everybody again for tuning in, participating, and we'll catch you guys hopefully on the next time we do this.
yep.
Thanks a lot, guys.
Cool. Take it easy.
Bye and happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween!
Happy Halloween.